All right, so this is not a traditional stream. Obviously, I did not let anybody know it's going to be online. I just got this from a UPS, and this is a damaged package, right? Now, before we get into this, very clearly damaged, very clearly empty package. About 2 weeks ago, maybe a month ago, at the absolute most, I got a package from Dirk Hofstetter of Midgard's Messer, right? And that package had been cut open. That's a problem, obviously. Okay. If it's a one off thing, it is what it is. This package or that package was from Germany. This package is also from Germany. This one, as you can see right here, has a postal inspector number on it because they received it damaged. But what you can see through this bag is that it's very clearly been cut. So it's not just regular damage. It's not like it got smashed in a truck or something. This was cut open. So this whole stream is just for documentation. It's complete live. Nobody can say it's edited or anything like that. To see this, because like that's a very clear cut. It's very clearly like a razor blade or something. And there is nothing in this. So this was supposed to be the Alpha Beast from PMP Knives, right? To be clear, it's a prototype. There's only one out there. It's one prototype. And this man sent this to me out of love and out of trust to give me an opportunity, right, to just make some cool content and to promote his product. And because of the complete and utter failure of the U.S. Postal Service, this, it's not here. Now, when I call that number, it's entirely possible, just fell out, yada, 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 maybe it's there. I don't think that's the fucking case. I don't think that's the case at all, but maybe. Also, to answer your question, I believe in full transparency. So there's my information right there. It goes to a locked and secured P.O. box. I live in Stockton, California. I live in the ghetto. There's crackheads fucking everywhere. Shit will get stolen. Because of that, I pay I think it's like $120 a year for a locked and secured P.O. box. This has now happened twice. Both packages are from Germany. So is that a reason? I literally have no idea at all. But either way, I am fucking pissed. And more than that, I'm also just sad because I know, dude, I fucking know this is going to seriously hurt Patrick because he only has the one prototype. They use those prototypes to go into full-on manufacture. This is going to cost him money. It's going to cost me money because I'll be goddamn. I'm just going to let him basically eat the whole cost of this. But to anybody out there, right, who is buying things overseas, in particular Germany, because I don't know why. I have, where'd it go? I got a package from QSP Knives today. I got 3 other packages with no problems. I've gotten like 7 or 8 in the last couple of weeks with no problems. Just the 2 from Germany. One of them clearly cut. I still have the package. 1 second. This is the other one. So this is an actual receipt from the U.S. Postal Service stating that it was damaged in transit. And look at that. Very clearly cut, right? Very deliberately cut. Wasn't smashed, wasn't knocked around, wasn't damaged. Somebody deliberately cut this open and stole it. Now, because of the archaic weighing systems, right, it only gets scanned when it first leaves the facility, and when it only gets scanned again when it arrives to the actual destination. So did it happen right then at my post office? Honestly, I'm kind of starting to think so. But I really don't know, man. I don't know. I'm fucking pissed. My hair's all fucked up. I'm sweating. I'm also really cold. It's like fucking 40 degrees outside. And I ride a motorcycle and I rode this shit with no gear on. So I'm like fucking freezing. I have a hoodie on, but that's it. And yeah, man, I got 30 people in here right now. I appreciate you guys. I did not expect anybody to actually come on here. I just wanted to have like a very clear, record. Here's a live thing. This is what I just got. Here's also a picture of it at the post office because I believe in documenting fucking everything. Crazy. Crazy. There's a P.O. box key, where I got my QSP package from. I don't even know what to do right now, man. I really, really don't, because most of my channel, right, is all about spotlighting creators, spotlighting makers, doing stuff for the actual community. And if the community cannot send things safely, for me, that's kind of the end of the channel. So for right here and right now, and I'm not sure for how long, Red Wolf EDC is done. I am going to do live streams occasionally. I am going to throw little stuff I have that I already own. I still have reviews coming out or whatever. I have maybe like 100 knives that I still need to do content with. So it's not going to stop right now. But as long as this whole thing is going on, I cannot in good conscience have people send stuff to this address or to me that's going to come up missing. One, I cannot afford by any means to be able to cover every single one of these packages. I just can't. The one from Midgard's Messer was a gift to me, so wasn't a big deal. I mean, it be clear, it was a huge fucking deal. It was a blue Damascus prototype of his Valhalla folder, which I fucking wanted for so fucking long. That's like my most excited knife of the entire year by a whole hell of a lot. And they're all sold out. I had faith in having that one sent out because it was already in the mail. I received tracking information for it, and then that's gone. And now we have this. So is it just stuff in the US? Is it something having to do with Germany? I don't know. I just don't fucking know. So yeah, get on Facebook and find out if it's happening a lot locally. If it is, contact the news, make a big deal of it. I mean, I guess I could try. I mean, the post office I'm at is literally ran by two Asian ladies named Glenda and Linda. That's not fucking make believe their names rhyme. It's hilarious. So yeah, man, I really have no idea. So as far as Michael Morgan, maybe, but at the same time, most people don't like knives, and I'm pretty sure these like 2 80-year-old Asian women aren't like, oh, hey, let's go steal all the knives. And never mind the fact that I got a package from QSP today that has 3 knives in it. And I've had a bunch of stuff recently that come through as well. It's literally just, from what I can tell, the foreign packages. It's just, I mean, both of these packages are from Germany, or they're from the same office. I have no idea. I don't read German, but they're both from Germany. Same shit both times. So it's where I'm at. It's already after 5. I mean, I literally like raced down. Patrick sent me a screenshot saying that it was delivered or whatever, when I had like 13 minutes to get down there. So I literally fucking ran out, and I'm wearing basketball shorts and a hoodie right now because I'm fucking weird, and flip-flops on a motorcycle. So I could have fucking died. Either way, I'm fucking freezing cold. I'm so cold. It is ridiculous. So I rushed out there to go get it. And, here we are. So it might have been to open my custom agent. So if that's the case, right, because that actually has happened once before, they have to document it. They give the custom agents who dealt with it. If it's confiscated, they'd like tell you that. If you can appeal it, they can tell you that. It's a whole bunch of different shit. They have to document everything. So it isn't one of those things where they can just fucking take it. So I'm not sure how much this prototype would have ran for. I think it's like $300, $400, something like that. And then the one from Dirk Hofstadter was $350, maybe $400, about the same price actually. But I've gotten stuff recently that's way more than that. You guys know me. I'm always buying some crazy ass custom or whatever. I've had stuff that is really expensive come in. I also had a whole bunch of camera gear come in recently. I literally got a fucking brand new DSLR camera that is really fucking expensive just for taking product photography or whatever. And that literally has, like, it's shipped with the actual box with the label on it and everything else. You can see exactly what it is. And I got that just fine. And that's something that most people know about, and it's easy to resell. So I don't know what it is, man. I really, really don't. But it's fucked up, man. It really is fucked up. And I have zero idea how to fix this. And that is the biggest problem of all, because if I could do something about it, it is what it is. But I don't know who to fight. Is this an actual post office employee number, or is this going to take me to the fucking generic ass line like most other numbers do? I don't know. I'll find out tomorrow. But either way, man, like that's fucked. It is so goddamn fucked. Because again, things get lost. I get that. Things get damaged. I get that. But to be deliberately fucking sabotaged, to be deliberately fucking cut open, dude, that is a whole different line. And if I knew how to just get a hold of somebody to fucking take care of it, I would. But like, yeah, I appreciate that. Ain't that Jason Brown? It's just going to fucking Patrick because I'm gonna cover this. Like, this sucks. I am doing bad right now. It is the holidays, but I'm still gonna pay this man for this prototype piece because he trusts me with it, and this shit happened. It's not my fault. It's out of my hands, but like, I don't fucking care. Like, I just like to think about how I would feel, and if I trusted somebody like that, and this shit happened, dude, that fucking sucks for everybody, and it is what it is, man. So I don't really know what else to say. I was expecting literally nobody to come on, but I got 15 of you in here. I feel like an asshole to be on for 11 minutes and then take off again. So, yeah, man, I don't know what to say. This is just supposed to be like a documentation thing to prove my points and to rant and to, again, you show Patrick that I just got this fucking thing, hasn't been open, hasn't been touched with, and it's fucking gone. So, Benny, I appreciate you, brother. It takes a lot. It takes a whole lot to make me speechless, man. But I just don't know what to fucking say right now. I'm basically just talking for talking's sake, and it's probably not making any goddamn sense. But like, I am so fucking livid. It is ridiculous. I mean, and more than likely, they're a USPS employee that has a box cutter because everybody there does. I don't think it's going to be somebody from our community. I really don't. There's not many people out here, as far as Stockton or whatever, that are even in the knives. There's like, I think 3 people that are in my groups or whatever that are in Stockton, and I know them all. And none of them work for the post office. So I don't see that happening, man. I really don't. Fuck. And I know, right? I fucking know this is going to look so bad on me too. That's a selfish ass way to think about it, worrying about how it's going to affect my ass. But like, man, like my word is fucking everything. And this guy doesn't know me at all. So like, our first ever interaction and this shit happens, like, man, I like to look for the best in people just in general. But like my ass, I would be suspicious as fuck. I'd be like, dude, what the fuck is going on, huh? Man. We see that in the community now. We know where it came from. Alpha Beast shows up in the feed that we may find it. That's a good point. Could have been a box cutter. I mean, it's a distinctive knife, man. Go on to the PMP Knives Instagram or whatever. He has it posted everywhere. It's a fucking big ass knife. It's not that like long. It just has a really fat fucking blade. I mean, it's a beast, but it's distinctive for sure. Dark Gravity, I appreciate you, man. For everybody who's watching, though, like I'm not trying to do a sob story. I'm not trying to like get your donations. I'm not Michael Elmer. So it's the holidays. By all means, spend this money on your kids, on your loved ones, hell, on yourself. Like, I'm stressed. I'm venting right now, but this is not like a plea for help. I don't need it, but I do really, really appreciate it. Just to be very clear. And also, yeah, shots totally fucking fired. Oh man. Some scumbag that would have stolen anything. I mean, I should go up to the actual comments. I always read all you guys' stuff and I fucking spacing. A whole bunch of hellos. That's brutal. Crooked postal worker. Yeah, there's plenty of those, man. Unacceptable. Do they reimburse the package? So when it comes to anything overseas, right, this is kind of the worst part about it. If, for example, I insure a package that I'm sending to Germany in this case, it's insured until it leaves the country. And the moment it crosses overseas, it's nothing. Like it's not insured at all. It's matter if it gets lost, it's matter if it's stolen or by a postal employee. Like it doesn't matter. It doesn't. So I mean, maybe it was insured on his end, but it's probably not insured on mine unless their whole thing is different. It could be, I don't know. But I know on my end, like, if I send something out there and it goes overseas, like that's it. That's why I hate sending packages to like Europe and everywhere and everything else. Like, I don't care about the money. I don't care about filling out a customs form. I've just had stuff get lost and I could do nothing about it at all. I just have to either send another package out, which I normally do because I want people to actually be happy with their gifts and stuff like that, or I just have to eat it. Sure, but didn't quite carry taking out of the box. Definitely, that sucks. That fucking sucks. Yeah, it's weird, man, because like I feel like I just got fucking robbed. Like I just feel dirty. I don't know, man. For any of you guys who's ever actually been robbed, you just walk in your house and all your shit's fucked with, and you've just kind of been almost like a type of violation type of thing. That's kind of how I feel. I'm taking this deeply, deeply personal. Obviously, I'm sure it's not personal. People don't know who the fuck I am at all. Also, on my where's it at? If you guys want to take a look, like I have my actual name on there. It's like it's a Red Wolf EDC. They look up YouTube and see knives and expensive shit. Like they just see my actual name. Fuck. So if this was you, how would you guys handle it? Do you guys have any advice that I'm not thinking about? Is it pretty much just, call this number, hope for the best? Are there other steps I can take? Sucks on the custom forums. You list what it is and the price so they know what it's in the box. Sometimes most makers list it as camping gear and under $5 because they want to save on fees because customs fees can be ridiculous. So maybe not. Hi, Stacy. Dark Gravity, Jason Brown, Stacy, Remy Grunt. Sorry to hear that, man. You guys are too fucking sweet. I appreciate y'all. Thank you, Stacy. Everybody's opened YouTube and saw this going on. What's up? Sound shitty. Yeah, basically I got robbed by the post office fucking twice. This whole thing was just supposed to be a documentation stream. Just wanted to be on for like 5 minutes, say what happened on a live thing so nobody can say it's been edited or doctored or fucked with. And then y'all wonderful folks hopped on super fast, and now I'm just like, I don't want to leave because I feel like a dick. If you guys hop on and see my ass and I just take off immediately, that's sort of fucked up. So yeah, my truck was stolen out of my driveway last Monday night. Makes you feel fucking weak and violated. Never had a car stolen before, but been robbed a couple times at gunpoint a few times. Other times, just people ran in my house. I just got here. What happened, Kyle? I just said that a second ago. I'm not sure if you read that or heard that before. If you need me to say it again, I will. Let me know. You're our favorite gender. Thank you, man. Ninja. Call first in case they are holding it somewhere. You can mark this Red Wolf. My first time to the channel, and I subscribed. I appreciate that, man. I really do. You're screwed, bro. I'm sorry to tell you. Just gotta tell him what happened and switch PO boxes. Dude, I've had this PO box for a long fucking time. Like that sucks. Like every other PO box in Stockton, right? Because there's West Lane, March, Robin Hood, Harding, and I forgot the last one. The rest of them all have like massive lines. Like you'll go there to mail a package and be standing in the line for a fucking hour. Or you'll go to like pick up a package. And even though I pay for a big giant fucking box, they won't put it in the box. They'll put like a little piece of paper there. It says, come to the window. I'll have to wait in line for like a fucking hour. That's the whole reason why I just do that one. Man, I can't afford to move right now. Like, especially during the holidays, I'm out of work. Like, I can't do it. Can't do it at all. It's a beautiful thought, though. I would love to. I'm kind of started to hate this fucking town. Stacy, Todd Card, JN. I have a friend who had the money returned by USPS after a report. You could get it back from them possibly, or from the customs depot. I lost stuff at customs and it came up later as well. So when you lost things at customs, did you get like an actual receipt? Because I have had one, right? I sent it over to a buddy of mine in England and he sent it back and it got flagged at customs coming back. And there was like a list of what was on there because there was, I think it was like 2 pens and a couple knives or whatever, something like that. And there was a list of everything they went through and what they took. And they sent back the pens because that's not anything against the law or whatever. The two knives are both autos, so they took them outright. But they said as much. And then they also tried to fine me for importing illegal weapons into the country, even though they were sending from him back to me. So I guess they just assumed I sent it to him first. I don't fucking know. It was funny though. I laughed at that email, but it still sucked. This shit happened on your PO box twice. Fuck that. Yeah, that's the issue, right? I know I live in a bad area. I've had stuff taken multiple times. I've lost fat Amazon packages, like Walmart stuff. Like it's fucking happened before. Since it's been doing that, I literally pay for a PO box, and I've had no issues for a long ass time until right now. And fuck, man. Make it still don't lose faith. Yeah, but it's more just the fact that like it was very clearly cut open. So, if I do get it, I mean, somebody still like crossed that line deliberately. So it's just still fucking weird. Those bastards who we're talking about. The U.S. Postal Service. This is a package from PMP Knives that they delivered to me like this. Very clearly cut. And yeah. It's fucked up too, right? On the receipt they gave me, it says content smashed, lost in transit. This is not fucking smashed. Like, this has very clearly been cut. So, yeah, that's what's going on. Lose, I understand. That's why I moved. Jason Brown, isn't the one Robin Hood a little safer at Red Wolf? Do you live in Stockton or come around here? Because the one in Robin Hood's way worse than where I'm at right now. It's a nicer area to be clear, but the post office itself is ghetto as fuck. You've probably told me if you have. I'm fucking not in the mindset right now to remember shit like that. Union Todd Carr, the post office sucks. Hey, your hair's a bit askew today, lol. Oh, don't fucking tempt me. I'll just do this. And yeah, I was just riding, so it was everywhere. Also helmet head, so that's always fun. Once was okay, but twice, yeah, not okay. I got part of my package, and the rest had to come in the mail, and I realized that they had taken it due to thinking it wasn't okay to come through. It was from China, and it was trainer blades. That's a weird fucking thing to take. Strange. Robin's Hood. Weird to get an empty box and no list, but I don't get a list when they took my stuff. And when they sent the second box, they let me know, and my stuff was open and trashed. That's also a weird fucking thing, right? Why wouldn't they just take the whole fucking box? Like, why literally cut it open and then set it back down and risk it being like traced back to somebody? Like, the shit disappears all the fucking time. Just fucking take it and just go do your fucking thing. That's the strangest shit about this right now. I didn't even fucking think about that. Like, that's fucking weird, dude. That's hella weird. I'm from Patterson and have family in Stockton. Okay. Yeah, Robin Hood's kind of by the mall and shit, but like, which is a nicer area than where I'm at now. But the post office itself, for whatever reason, dude, is bad. Like, go there. There's like no paint on the walls. Like, everyone there is like super fucking grimy, which is kind of gotta be honest, it's kind of my whole vibe. I love people like that. But when it comes to other people's property, I don't want that to get lost. So, oh, actually, I'm an idiot. So this is from QSP. I was trying to find this. I set it behind my computer, and I was like, "Where the fuck did it go?" Yeah, I'm a moron. Um, Fuck it. Live unboxing. Let's see what David sent me. So this is from QSP Knives. I have been friends with the rep David Dang from god damn it, for a while. Forgot what I was going to say. And he sends things to the channel. I do reviews and then give them away. That's going to be the whole deal thing, because I refuse to take percentage points and everything else. I feel like if I accept money for a review, either positive or negative, seems kind of shady. So we have, wow, that's actually really cool, a QSP worker in blue and black carbon fiber. It's actually really smooth for a lockback. A little too small for the fat hands, but it feels pretty good. This is a lockback. So pretty cool. They also have them, in snake wood, which I really like, and the like a green jigged bone, which is probably my favorite one because I like weird shit. So that's one, and this is the platypus. That is a weird name for a knife. So first impressions, it's kind of heavy. Good action. I like the blade shape. Feels pretty good in my hands. I actually really like this. I'm not gonna lie. I might have to go buy one. Not right now. I'm fucking just over it right now, but maybe later. Good action. Damn it. Fucking fail. I'm so bad at middle finger flicking. It's ridiculous. Yeah, I probably would have picked the green one as well, but I can't really choose what I get. He just sends me whatever. This is really good action. It feels sort of weird to middle finger flick a little bit, but otherwise, pretty good. Okay. So that took up about maybe 2 minutes. I guess I'll talk about this one as well. I also got a discontinued fixed blade from QSP a little bit ago. This sheath has some really bad QC issues, and this is also discontinued. So like it isn't anything on their part. They realized it had some problems to it, and as such, they discontinued the model. So no review on this one, just kind of something there. But look at that. It's a very clean, very traditional looking fixed blade. It feels pretty goddamn good in my hands. It does have a piece of wood right here, if you can see that, kind of chipped off of it originally. And there is, where is it at? Right there. The lanyard hole is like protruding up off the scale. So it's like a really bad hot spot. Both of those aren't supposed to happen. That's where the QC issue comes from. But pretty cool. Could have been a really cool design. Kind of bummed out they didn't actually finish it up, but is what it is. Was out very, very briefly and then disappeared. So I guess it's kind of rare, possibly. I don't know. Sorry, folks. I'm kind of just down right now. I'm sort of trying to fake it, and probably pretty obvious. I'm a very bad liar, and I'm a very bad faker. So if something's wrong, it's pretty fucking clear, and I have a very hard time being convincing otherwise. Which is why I am just broke my Xbox controller. That's nice. which is why I always try to be upfront and honest with everything because I'm a horrible fucking liar. Dusty Loads has his revenge. Dusty Loads actually hit me up, so it all worked out. And then HPV Diva also hit me up, so I gave her something as well, which is worth way more than what she won originally. So I'm sure she's happy. I've been getting the beginning of PO Box mostly. It was the swag bag at one on Zach's Live 3 weeks ago. No tragic loss. Makes me wonder if some people know what they're watching for. Maybe. Very, very maybe. What are you laughing at, Stacy? Laughing at my poor Xbox controller? Not gonna lie, it scared the fuck out of me. That's your bad. I was like, oh shit. Fuck. Horrible liars are the best people. Yeah, my experience, I agree, man. Dusty Loads. Nah, man, for me, I just think honesty is important. Like, there's so much bullshit nowadays, and I don't know, man. I mean, fuck, it's just easier. Like, I don't understand the appeal of lying all the time and playing games. It's just hard to keep everything on track. That's why my past and shit, you guys know about. I told you about it. You guys know what I've fucking done before. You guys know where my heart's at. So, I don't know, man. Transparency, it's just easier. Fuck. So not playing. I don't know what the fuck to talk about. Does anybody want to come on the actual live stream and we can go ahead and talk knives and bullshit? Jason Brown, come on live. Don Bond, Michael Morgan, Mike Flamon, John Duncan, Stacy, somebody. Come on live, man. Ethan Ruins EDC. You can also come on the live. Let me figure out how to invite somebody. I do this all the time and I always fucking forget again. Because I am an idiot. That it is, brother. You don't come on at work. Fuck your work, sir. Fuck your work. Just do it. Be like, I'm taking a fucking break. Ethan Ruins EDC. Okay. I like to put names to faces. I mean, if you want to come on, you definitely can. I don't mind. Anybody can. All are welcome. Is your Instagram the same thing as your name? Because I'm not getting anything for Ethan Ruins EDC, DMC. What the fuck? And Instagram's acting stupid. Oh, there we go. Oh, okay. There we go. Found you. My stupid ass typed it wrong. All right. So I sent you a follow request. I cannot message you without you. Oh, never mind. Okay. Either you just accepted that really fast or something else. Anyways, Ethan Ruins EDC. The StreamYard link has been sent. Come on, Jason. Now you have to join the live. Let's get weird in here, dog. Let's get real fucking awkward. Oh, not me, but the link's on profile. Got to go. 2:30 a.m. comes early, and then good night. All Stacy Bolster Blade and Kyle again. Sorry it's happening. Can't stand thieves. Benny Blade play. I appreciate you, sir. Have a good night. I believe so. Maybe you just click on the link. Oh, I can't talk. I think you just click on the actual link and it like just takes you to it, and you just have to give consent basically to be recorded and to have your face there. I don't actually know how it works, to be honest with you. Did someone say let's get weird? What up, y'all? Stevie, want to come on a live stream, man? This was very impromptu, and I don't know what the hell to talk about, so help me. I got Ethan Ruins EDC coming on, so you can be the second guest. Let's make an actual spontaneous as fuck podcast out of it. Stevie! Ethan Ruins EDC. I should be in your request folder, man. The link has been sent, but you've not seen it yet. Get on it. Yes, Jason Brown, give us the bubbles. So fucking weird. Winchester, come on the live stream. I'm going to peer pressure the fuck out of all of you. You can do it. Give you 10. All right. Let me find you on Instagram as well. I'm in, I think. Oh, yes, you are. Excuse me, sir. I'm a fucking idiot and forgot I had to add you to the stream. My bad.
That's all right.
You are very, very quiet. So either you need to start yelling or you need to fix your microphone.
Hello?
I can hear you. You're just very quiet.
Let's see. What now?
About the same.
About the same?
Yep.
Let me see.
Are you on a phone or an actual camera or a laptop or what?
A phone. I have headphones in.
I wonder if there's a way to turn up your thing.
How about now? Is it better?
All right, talk.
Hello?
Okay, your the mic volume is on 200% right now, and you're still quiet. So, Jesus Christ, shit keeps falling. All right, but anyways, how is your night going, sir?
Going well, going well. I was just in Fusion 360 on my laptop and trying to see if I can design a knife on it or not, but it's well, now it just looks like I don't know. It doesn't look like a knife on the screen yet, but I'm going to try to watch some videos and see if this program is good for it. If not, I'm going to see if there's any other programs. I'm going to reach out to other knife makers and see what programs they use to sketch the ideas on the, like, using CAD or something like that. But
so most folks use CAD. CAD's kind of expensive. It's also pretty intense to run on your actual PC. If you are actually a decent artist, I recommend just sketching it up. There's a bunch of people in our community that will help you out and make it into like a finished product for you, though, for like a final design to be 3D printed.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. This
Jason Brown in the shower would definitely get flagged, but none of this shit monetized anyway, so I don't give a fuck.
What else I have in my pockets? I think that's all I have in my pockets. I think those 3 items mostly.
Oh, that's nice. I'm getting a message right now from Patrick about the status of the knife. That's going to be a tense conversation. AFO2 today. What is an AFO2? Also, my stupid ass read that as Afro.
It's a automatic one from Benchmade. It's one of the button lock.
Oh, okay, that's pretty cool. Very interesting. Okay.
I just bought tie scales for my little native.
All right, man. I hear an accent. Where are you from, sir?
My family's from Vietnam. I was born in New Hampshire.
Okay.
You saw the new Native 5, I believe, coming in, the Native Salt series coming in Mega Cut for next year, I believe. Let's see. Let me actually find the article. I think it's on Instagram. Yeah, I think it's Knife Steel. No, it's. Where's my cap lock on?
So, as far as the knife you're designing, do you have a prototype or whatever that we can see, like a finished drawing or anything?
No finish on. I'm just let me disconnect my phone. Let me unscrew it from this. So basically, this is what I have now. I'm using Fusion 360.
Okay.
I'm just trying to see if I can make it edge or not, but um I'm gonna try like make it where it's like a fixed blade almost. Using the software is very limited, so it's just a rough sketch, and then once I talk to my other my other knife buddies and see what they use, then I can import this into that program and basically tweak some things. But
Okay.
it's gonna have a 5-inch blade mostly, and then a 4-inch handle basically. I don't know if I'm gonna make it to like a job point or if I'm gonna make it to like almost like one of those like pry bars where the tip's gonna be like a chisel basically, but like the edge itself would be like a knife, so then you can basically use it as a pry bar. But then if you need to use it as a cutting edge like a normal knife, then you could. So
Okay. I
I'm
mean,
trying to make it
generally
like a
speaking,
out.
whenever you're dealing with a heat treat, um, it's not really a good idea to pry with it because that heat treat makes the metal brittle. It makes it where it holds an edge
Mm,
for a long time. But like as far as like prying, that's not really a good idea. Unless you're trying to
yeah,
quench the actual edge, which is a
yeah,
whole different thing that I'm not too familiar with, so I can't talk about that one.
yeah. I'm just trying to see if I can make it like that somehow, or if not, I'll just leave it like this, and the tip will be like I don't know, like a very very steep angle where you can use it as a normal chisel or something. I don't know. Then the edge itself would be sharpened. If a Let me see if I can make it to the back side. But the back side of this one would be you know how there's those Benchmade fixed blades, the hunting ones. They have
Yeah.
some jumping right here and then up to the front. They have some jumping. So I'm gonna do like that too. So then you can basically put them on this one. But if you want to, then you can choke up using both hands or one hand, and then basically choke up and have a fine tip basically to
Okay.
do whatever you want. So I'm gonna try and make this into like a outdoors knife, but like I'm not sure that then. Obviously, it's not the scales won't be as this amount. Obviously, it's just the software won't let me do like any other like way of rounding the corners. Like let's say you do it fully round or you don't do it fully round. So for the scales part, it's gonna be not as round, but it's gonna be better looking than this. It's just I'm trying to get an idea of the blade and all of this. And I think I might be making this not this thick, obviously, but something maybe thicker. But ideally, I think let me see if I can try to see what the measurement of this is. Yeah, so right now the thickness going to the software it's 4.70 millimeters. Obviously, it won't be that measurement. It's gonna be something thicker, probably like a half inch
Okay.
or 75th of an inch. I'm not quite sure that. It's just I'm gonna keep playing around with this and see what I can do, and then import this to a file basically, and then send it to one of my buddies and see if he can do it better because I think he has a license to use the software better than this. I use the software while I was in high school. I use the software way better than this one, but they recommend this software for any like beginners and just to do like easy stuff.
So There's actually a program for if you're a student to be able to get I believe it's a 3-year certificate for CADs free. So I'm not sure how old you are, if you're still in school or not. It's very hard to tell by your voice. But if you are,
Mhm.
still a student or you're able to like basically go back to school for anything like that, if you even take like just like a very like a short class or whatever, where you can actually get that student ID, you can get a free 3-year certificate for CADs, which is like a pretty expensive program, honestly. That's what most of the actual pros use.
So I
So
heard, yeah.
1 second, man. Some folks are talking about the EMP EDC 3.5. So I'm going to go ahead and share my
Oh,
screen
yeah.
and talk about that for a second.
I can't wait for that either. That one, it looks really nice. Yeah, I can also pull up a picture on my. Let's get
Okay,
this
that
one
is
here.
really, really cool looking. That sheepsfoot's badass, and 3.5 is still a little too small for my fat hands, but way more usable. I might have to buy that.
It is very more usable. Yeah, that's why I was waiting off of the smaller one, just because I don't know. I'm using my Hindu XM18 3.5 inch, so this makes sense to buy another 3.5 inch.
I really do like his designs, man. Like I like his thick boy a lot. I wish it was bigger. Like it's such a small knife. Like, look at that. That's such a
Are
clean design.
those?
But yeah, it's just too small. I bought one, sold it almost immediately. That's pretty cool. All right. Up. Mr. Stevie Wonder Woman's in the house.
What's up, everybody?
What's up, brother?
What is up?
How you guys doing tonight?
Pretty good, man. Pretty good. I cannot express how surprised I was when I first saw you. Like I already told that story, but like I don't know. I was just convinced because like your name's Stevie Wonder Woman, so I was like, hey, maybe it's a woman named Stevie. Like
I mean, it's partially meant to confuse, but yeah, it's an old, stupid childhood nickname that I've just ran with.
Okay.
So, but yeah, I keep getting that, and I think I even catfished Mateo. I think Mateo was started to text me, and then out of the blue, he was like, "Oh, damn, bro, you're a dude." And I was like, "Yeah."
That's funny. Like, hey, yeah, you used to send me a pic, huh?
Right. So, how's my audio? I had to disconnect everything, and I just reconnected. I don't know if it's sounding all right. I haven't done a sound check yet.
It's a little quiet, but it's
Is
not
it?
bad at all.
Okay. I took all my
I can
equipment
hear
down
you.
and brought it with me on the road yesterday, and I haven't set my little studio back up yet. So, all right. Heard you guys right as I was getting on. You guys were talking about the new stuff that John from EMP EDC's got coming out.
Yep, the 3.5 for
Yeah.
the nimble.
Yeah, it's gonna be wicked, man. I
wanted
got.
him to make like a 4-inch or like a 4.5-inch blade.
I'd
Then
love to see him
I
go
will buy
XL.
that so fast.
Yeah. Yeah, I got the nimble. Actually, Grateful Panic's got my nimble right now, and then I got a thick boy on pre-order, and then absolutely, if when that XL comes out, I'm gonna hook up on that too. He's
This
local
one's
to me.
cool.
EMP EDC is local. He's in Lakewood, Washington, which is Tacoma, Washington, basically, and I'm about a little bit hour north of that.
Okay.
So,
Damn.
yeah, good dude, man.
I turned up your mic like really high, and then you like fixed something, and now it's like cracking. So I've turned it back down.
Oh, I didn't do anything.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe I don't know. Maybe my
This
computer
is a
just
cool
spazzing
one.
out.
Yeah, he's been playing around with the colored different ano on the titanium nimbles that look awesome. I think he had knife modders do it for him.
That's cool.
I not
Those
positive, but I
two.
think he did something with knife modders.
This two is cool. This purple one and then this teal looking one. That was
Dude, it is hard to analyze green. Like purple's easy, like blues are easy. Like green's a pain in the ass because whenever you do green, like it wants to be splotchy, and it's like never all the same color. Like green analyzation's a pain in the ass. So I respect that.
I can't wait for this Alex's film photo.
Oh, that's pretty cool. The sunburst pattern on it.
Yeah, this dude, Alex. Focus. This dude.
What knife is that?
He makes a sharks. Well, he makes a shark. He's known for making the shark and then the scotch. You seen this knife around? This
I've
one.
seen the logo before, but I don't recognize the knife.
This one.
I still haven't slept in 2 days, so like I could just be out of it. Okay, yeah.
He makes this, but then now he's trying to make his own like folder basically, and right now I think he said he's trying to do the lock inserts, pocket clips, backspaces, and then try and finish this prototype, making sure everything is okay,
Okay. Making a folder is hard. Like Tor is finding that out right now. Like it's a hard thing to do. There's a whole bunch of different moving parts to everything has to be shored up perfectly. Like I've made a fixed blade before. It wasn't good, but like I've made one before. It was functional. Wasn't pretty, but it worked. It's one of those things that it's hard just at the bare basics of it. Then we've got to take into consideration of it having to fold in, locking, detent, everything else. Like it starts to get crazy. I was like, I'm gonna design one. That dream lived and died the same day. I was like, fuck this. I started doing research for it. I was like, nope. This is a bad idea.
Yeah, I made in shop class years ago. I made a nice fixed blade, and I wish I still had that, man. It's in Davy Jones' locker now, so never get it back. But man, I wish I had that. It wasn't anything fancy, but it was. I mean, that was middle school for me, so I must have been 12 years old or something. I love the fact that I had my own knife that I made, and I love that thing. I used to like boot carry it actually, and tossing it across a river. I didn't want to get it wet. Tossed it across the river to my buddy, who botched it, dropped it, and into the drink. Never found it.
Damn. To be fair, man, if someone was like, "Catch my knife," I'd be like, "No."
Well, it was in a sheath. It was in a sheath. I should point that out.
Was it a good sheath? I don't know.
It wasn't
I'd
a good
be
sheath.
scared. Like I'm about to get stabbed.
Yeah. I mean, that was considering all the things that me and my buddies threw at each other. That was actually pretty mild.
Look at Spyco releasing a new steel, basically.
Yeah, that's
they're
one
gonna
of
have
the
native
models. So
it's
is that a different steel or just
Yeah.
a new release?
Yeah, it's native 5 salt and CPM mega cut. HRC level on this
Magna
is
cut?
it's not
Like corrosion resistance?
Yes.
I thought that was a tool steel. I'm
No.
also an
Yeah,
idiot,
so did
so
I.
don't quote me on that.
No, mega cut I believe it's basically toughness of 4V but stainless properties of 20 CV.
Okay, so it's definitely shouldn't be a salt knife then, because I mean those are
It
designed
is.
like basically for like diving and some other stuff. That's going to
Right.
rust super fast. Because I've rusted 20 CV with my sweaty ass many times, many times.
Let me see. Let me pull up Spyco's Instagram.
This knife's in 20 CV that I carry all the fucking time, and I rust the fuller right there. That's rusted right now. I need to like wipe that off again.
See, I don't have any up here in the Pacific Northwest. I don't have any rust issues at all.
I mean it's more because I'm a sweaty ass ginger, not so much the fact that it's just bad in California.
Well, I mean, I'm a fat ass bald dude, that's constantly, I guess, I'm not drenching my knives in sweat though, so maybe that's part of it. But I also usually at the end of the day, I take my hank when I'm emptying my pockets. I always take my hank, wipe my knives down just real quick. I don't coat them or anything, but from out in the day, like today, I was carrying my Chavez today. Where I was at earlier in the day, it was snowing, and I was just testing out, seeing how the edge was on this, and this thing got all wet and dropped it. Actually, I dropped this in about 8 inches of snow, and I had to fish around for it. So
shit.
I definitely got to take this apart and wipe this down, but because this is just S35VN. But yeah, I don't ever have any problems with rusting knives.
Yeah, this is what CPM
That's kind of why I started carrying a fixed blade, because it's way harder to rust something in a sheath. Like when it's just hanging out in your little swamp pocket all day, like, nah.
Yeah.
I rusted a whole bunch of stuff. I also used to work as a mover, right? And I was basically just on my feet for like 10, 12 hours a day, just running up and down the ramp carrying furniture. And when I used to do that, dude, I used to ruin knives. Like, I'm talking, you can't even like just take it off. You have to like sand it down if you wanted to fix it. So I just started carrying like the cheapest shit possible, or I just started carrying all coated blades.
And see, I mean, I've been carrying. I'm a career plumber, and then I just found. Surprisingly, this thing isn't rusted at all. But I just found a knife recently that I bought like 15-ish years ago.
Damn.
That I used to carry. This is gas station knife personified. It even says police on it. It's got a bottle opener. But this thing, I think I got it for like $6 on Amazon. It was like one of my first Amazon purchases. But as garbage as this thing is, this suited me well for so long. I got tired of would have more expensive knives and carrying them at work, and I'd fuck them up. I was like, I'm just gonna buy cheap shit from now on.
Hey, that's all that matters.
Yeah, no, I was having that conversation with a dude yesterday who saw a couple. I had my Vero Synapse on me, and he's like, "How much is that?" And I was like, "It's a $350." He's like, $350. I carry $40 knives, and I think that's expensive. That's fine, At the end of the day, and I said something on my live last night, and it's nothing earth shattering. I think we all know it. At the end of the day, man, if it suits you and it takes care of your needs, who gives a shit how much it costs, man?
Yep, pretty much.
I don't have knives to I buy knives to impress myself, no one else. I don't care what other people think I'm carrying, man.
Yeah, so my favorite working knife by far is this thing right here, and I've had this knife for years. The edge is chipped out. I've lost some DLC on it. Like, it's been.
Is that's a Demco?
Yeah, it's a custom Demco 8015.
Nice.
DLC and 20 CV, but awesome. I haven't had a rust yet. So been using it for years and years and years. It needs to be sharpened. Actually, this is dull as fuck right now.
Let's see if I can find one of my old. So, where's my? Yeah, I left a couple of my knife cases out in the garage. I'm not going to go get them. But 20 CV has done me really well over the last. It's been about 2 years, I guess, since I started carrying higher end knives, and 20 CV has suited me really well. You said that one was in 20 CV also, right?
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, I'm fine with.
I actually have. No, so I was doing a torture test on this knife, right? And I was spine whacking it a whole bunch of times and like throwing it against the wall, just doing stupid shit. And it bounced off my table and shattered my window.
No shit.
I was like, fuck. And then like maybe like 7 or 8 months ago, I threw this knife to a buddy of mine who was trying to like cut like one of his something having to do with his car. I forgot what it was. And I fucking missed by a mile, and I smashed into the side of his car and broke the window. I was like, oh fuck.
Dang.
That was about $300. The saddest part is too is like he's pretty fucking big, cusky dude, and he's standing like maybe like 5 feet from my ass, and I just
And you
hurled
still
it,
missed him?
and I fucking missed it by like probably like that much to the side of his car. He's like, "How the fuck did you miss that?" I was like, "I don't know. I'm sorry."
Oh, that's hilarious.
I was so confident that I was like, "Oh, it's easy. I'll just fucking hurl it. It'll be fun." Nope. Bad idea. So, do you carry any fixed blades? I know you mentioned making one for a while.
I don't carry a fixed blade regularly. I recently got I have a larger one that I've had for quite a while that I will toss on my belt when I go out on a hike once in a while. And then I challenged myself and carried, just a small scout, carried the Ferrum Forge Lackey for a while. I don't regularly, but I didn't mind it. And this actually, I don't know why I haven't gone back to carrying it, because I found it pretty convenient, But then I also just got I want a new clip for it, but I did just get the Guardian 3 from Bradford. I want to go bigger though. I think I want to get the Guardian 6. But no, I don't regularly carry. I do go out on a lot of. I go out in the middle of nowhere hikes, at least a couple times a month, and I like to have a fixed blade on me then though.
Okay. Do you carry like a bigger blade for hiking, or are you kind of just
No,
stay small?
I don't. I don't necessarily carry specifically for hiking. It's just whatever I toss in my pocket. I like something with a longer handle and a little bit. I don't want to have a machete on me, but there's definitely times where I'm, clearing brush. Basically, is what I'm doing. That's all I need a fixed blade for when I'm out hiking. Is if I go off trail or something, I'm just slashing, some thicker ish branches, but not. It's usually dead, so it's not like I'm having to cut through like big thick branches. But that's where a fixed comes in handy for me.
Fair enough.
Do you regularly carry a fixed?
Yeah, so I carry a folder and fixed blade every day.
Yeah.
The fixed blade changes, the folder changes. Lately I've been carrying this little tiny ass Karambit Pika. I don't know how this knife fits my fucking hands. I really don't. Like, this is just a crazy design, because this is such a small blade. Like, it should not fit my hands, and it barely fits. Like, it's really, really close. But like, just this little bitty gap the designer put like right here is just enough for my fat ass pinky.
Yeah. And what is that one?
It's a Pika by
Okay.
Bastinelli Knives.
Gotcha.
And then some not mall ninja shit is like my Bark River, Bordick,
Yeah.
Dan Hope design.
Is that Ethan? Is that the 5.5?
Carry that a lot.
No, it's a 4-point.
Oh, it's a 4.5.
Yeah, I have a Guardian 4 around here somewhere. And I had a 6 for a while, but I believe I sold that when I got my Essie.
Yeah. Brad, that's another local company to me here.
Essie?
They're in Bellevue, Washington, about 40 minutes from me.
Damn.
I'm trying to get a custom sheath for mine at least, because this is not good. No, for me at least.
Yeah.
Yeah, for mine, I have Kydex, and then I also have a custom leather sheath. The leather sheath I got from Bradford, that is really good. Like, it's
Actually, yeah.
it works fine. I'm just picky.
I don't know where my Bradford box went. But yeah, it's set up for right-handed scout carry, the one that I got.
Yep.
I don't know where that's at, but
I hate my sheath for mine at least, because so I'm gonna try to get I think I'm going to talk to Lancelot Leather and see if he can make me a better little sheath, because this is like, if I'm going camping and hiking, I'm going to carry this, most likely my handle, just because. But it's like, but most likely I'm gonna have it still like drop carry still, because I don't think I'm gonna have it south carry this one of these. It's too big for that.
Yeah, there's 0 retention on that.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
kind of strange because
I hate it.
so mine, like it goes up way higher on the actual knife, and it has retention. It's not like it's high retention. It's
Yeah,
leather.
and
Leather
then
have really high retention.
they
But
kind of
like,
messed up the
yeah, you
edge
can
too.
definitely. It's better than that.
They messed us up. They like the gluing too is like messed up too. So it's like, so I'm gonna try and see if someone can make me a better sheath. Because honestly, this is
Hey, so if that knife is new, brother, I would just contact Bradford. They have really good customer service, and if they drop the ball on something, they'll make it right.
yeah, I might contact by them and see if they can. Yeah, this is real. Like it shouldn't be this loose, I guess. But
No, I was about to ask if that was even the sheath that it came with.
yeah, this is what it shipped in from DOT Trading.
Yeah, I would
Oh,
definitely
like this.
contact Bradford, man.
Yeah, that doesn't seem like
Yeah,
the.
that's not normal.
God, where is
Yeah,
my
I'm going
sheath?
to.
I know it's around here somewhere.
Because it's either I get a custom made sheath like a leather one again, or I have to buy one of those Kydex ones, which I don't want to. Because the only reason why I bought this version of it is because of this OD green Macard almost and this leather is kind of matched up. So it's like that's the only reason why I got this version, I guess.
Well,
No, it's definitely nice, man. I'm telling you, like Bradford will take care of you.
Yeah.
yeah, there's no
I'll
doubt about it. They will. They're awesome.
I'll
folks
contact
over
them tomorrow and see. Oh, you guys want to hear a funny story about my handler?
Sure.
there. Absolutely.
So I went on the Facebook page, right? And I posted this one, my dad, my best friends, and I told everyone, oh no, at least mine has a sharp dress knife, McCullough scales on it, skip bearings installed on all 3 of them. I didn't have the Leonard or the B that, but and then like not even like I think like 3 hours later, they took down my post down. They removed and said you cannot say anything about third party accessories. So I guess they hate having third party accessories on their Facebook page. I was like, okay.
That's
So I was
kind of
like,
weird because Hinderer's whole thing is having a modular system for
Right.
modification. Like that's their whole like
yeah.
game plan.
So I talked to someone because someone DM'd me and they said you can post and say things about it if only if it came from the Hindu website themselves. But if it's a third party like sharp dress knife or skip bearings, you can't post anything about that. But if it comes from Rick's Hindu's website or his ranch, and you install it on this on the little knife, basically, you can post about it in there. Kind of ridiculous, but
So are we talking about the Hinderer Knives users and collectors group? Because I'm friends with the admins there. That seems strange.
well,
They don't normally have that
well,
policy.
they told me I can repost it if I remove the skiff bearings and I install the scale. So I just remove that I installed the skiff bearings on all 3 of them and the scales on them. And then I said okay, and then they allowed me to repost it.
How gracious of them.
That's fucking weird.
Yeah, that is weird. Yeah, I would have said get bent and posted it elsewhere.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I posted
was it on the Hinderer Knives buy sell trade? Was it the users and collectors? There's like 5.
I think users and collectors. I think it's the one that I can't even pull Facebook on my laptop because it's not letting me sign in. Let's see. Let me try to see if I can log into my Facebook again.
I found my leather sheath that my Guardian 3 came with. It's just a little guy, but this is a really nice sheath that it came with. I'm not mad about this sheath at all.
Yeah, well, for the Guardian 3, that one was supposed to be a pocket size, unlike the
Right.
4 one. The
Yeah,
4 one
it's-
was supposed
Hey
to be.
Peter, are you harassing people on your fucking group about fucking with people? What's going on, dude? Because I have aftermarket parts on all of my knives, and they're all photographed on there. I don't buy shit from Hinder. They're all made by Steve Kyle, and you never care. So I'm putting your ass on blast right now on a live stream. Stop being so goddamn sensitive.
I love you, man.
Fucking weird, man.
Yeah,
I have a
thanks.
X24 that has frag scales by Steve Kyle. They're all aftermarket. It's not Hinderer. I post pictures of that all the fucking time. He tries to buy it from me at least once a month. You don't care about that. Why do you care about this one?
Yeah.
Stop with that favoritism nonsense.
So someone just posted that. You see that from how do you pronounce that? Quoke? From the
What?
Hinderer group?
Oh, Quack?
Quack.
Quack.
See, like, so
post pictures of
like they said you cannot post about you can post pictures about them, but you can't for like the text and like the subtitles, you can't say, oh, you have it on it. You can post about them and post pictures, but you can't say anything about the scales or anything like aftermarket for it, which is kind of weird, good, but also kind of makes sense, but it's weird.
Yeah, I have no idea, man, because
Yeah, who cares?
yeah, like Rick kind of encourages modifications. And if you wanted, if you cared that much, he would make more of them because his shit always sells out, so we have to go somewhere else.
Right.
That's the whole reason why I deal with like Steve Kyle and other makers, because I don't want to have to fight for a goddamn tie scale or a drop, so I just fucking go pay them. Like, well, make me one, dude.
See,
Like,
so I bought my friend the left version of the Axon.
Axon frame lock?
Yeah, and then well, no, the liner lock. I don't think he makes the. I don't think he
Oh, I
made
thought that looked like a liner or a frame.
Yeah. No, my version is from my best friend. His isn't his. He's left-handed, so nice on him that I buy from him. It's kind of I have to either buy my Benchmade or lefties, basically. But
yeah, that is the Cybertruck knife.
I got the frame lock.
I mean, to you,
I love this thing.
I bought skip bearings for this knife. I don't know why. I just bought this because. But I might get this re-anodized the backspacer and the pod clip. It's fading. I don't know why.
That's kind of strange.
Yeah, mine's all just raw tie.
And then I polished the pivot screw almost. Guess why not?
Yeah, I don't know too much about the Riot groups, but the Hinderer stuff, those are my fucking friends. So I'm like, what the fuck? That's weird. They normally don't care. But the Riot groups are weird in general. So any group
That's
I
right.
join that has like a list of like a long list of rules, I'm like, yeah, no, I'm good.
Yeah,
I'm
I do.
gonna get in trouble. Like,
I do the same thing. They start making you answer 1,000 different questions, and I'm good.
yep. Me and my buddy Mason Gunn created a group called Knife Obsession that has 3 rules: don't be a dick, don't steal, and be nice to people. Like, and if you don't do those things, guess what? You don't get banned. We're just gonna fucking laugh at your ass. Unless you
Right.
steal. If you steal, then you're gone for sure. But like, yeah, I don't know. People are always trying to gatekeep and do some like weirdo shit, and I don't understand it personally. Like the thing I hate, right? If somebody like asks if a knife costs $200 like Spyderco, and you want to resell it for $6, okay, that's your knife. You can do what you want to with it. But
No
we
price.
have the right to make fun of your ass. Don't be
Absolutely.
like, oh, no price police. Like, you're being a dick, and you know it. And I'm going to roast you. Like,
right. Yep. No, I admin for a couple groups too, and that's the gist of our rules. Don't be a dick. Let people post whatever they want, and you know, I'll let a dumpster fire go on. I don't care. You know, people get themselves into it; they can get themselves out of it.
Say again, man.
I was going to say, if people get themselves into something, they can get themselves out of it. I'm not going to step in and, try to put the fire out.
What's your opinion on grounded spines? You can't see on the spikes, but I did come in spines. I don't know why. You
I
see
mean,
it?
for me, as long as it's on a hot spot, I don't care. Like, it's just aesthetics.
This one isn't because of the
I'm pretty
jimping.
basic.
But why? Like one thing I would change for the little native is if they add jimping, more jimping like up to here basically. Because when I choke up on it, I have no grip up here with my thumb at least. It's one little native.
I got the Finch Holiday, and for me, it's just a glorified steak knife. I don't really EDC this thing, but if I know I'm going out to a steakhouse or something, I always bring this with me. You like the XO?
I mean, I posted a review on it. It's fun.
Yeah.
It's not a good knife, but it's fun.
Didn't you end up with the double edge too, or something?
I bought 4. I
Four
have
of them?
2 double
Yeah.
edge and I
Okay.
have 2 single edge. Now I only have this one left and a double edge, which is currently up for pass around group. Okay,
Stevie,
so
how do you like the mods I did?
Jack's Lungs EDC. I'm not sure if you have a channel, sir. If you do, go ahead and hop on the Apex Pass Around group. Message David Dang for Blade Banter. Tell him I vouched for you. I currently have one of these and some other knives up for the actual Pass Around group. There's, I think, 13 people right now. We're on number 8, I believe it is. So you should be able to get it in by the end of the year. Maybe the shipping's good. I don't know.
Shipping is not good. I ordered a face mask like a month ago and it still has not arrived.
Hey, Thrasher. See if Thrasher wants to jump on.
Brandon Thrasher, want to come on?
We were just messaging back and forth.
Join the stream. Let's create some chaos.
Stevie,
Let's have like 6 screens
Yeah.
going.
how you like the mods I did to this?
JN,
Oh, yeah,
did
you-
block?
Did you do the acid etching on it?
Yeah, and then crown the spine on it.
Oh, you crowned the spine too. Nice.
And then I just polished the thing still.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah, it looks
Thrasher,
nice, man.
They're calling for you, sir. Peer pressure. Join us.
Thrasher.
there. So I'm wondering, do you guys know that
I can forward it to him.
gun?
Okay.
Yeah, I'll
I'm
forward it to
sending him it right now.
Oh, okay.
I'm wondering if I can blue this using that gun thingy. Just because it's M4.
All right, Thrasher, it is sent to you, sir.
Yeah, and I saw Jack say he doesn't have a channel. I wish he did, man. That guy's, if you follow him on Instagram, he's got a great he's got a bunch of cool shit, man. He just got a what was that nuck that you got today? Jack's. I forget the name of it, but
Jack's Lungs. Thank you for the super chat, brother. I am going to blast your Instagram as we speak. If I can figure out how to share. I always forget how to share this stupid fucking thing. There we go. All right, let's see what you got.
the Invictus, that's what it is.
That's pretty cool. Got some Veros. Good old Heretic.
Stevie, what number is yours?
Oh, that would fucking hurt to be hit with. Holy shit. That's taking out an eye. Like, it's doing some crazy ass damage.
Oh, what number is my Axon?
Yeah.
What did I do with it? Mine is...
Everybody, go follow jax.lung.edc
329.
on Instagram.
329?
329, yeah.
Yeah, mine's 359. I sharpened mine to a 20 degrees on both sides.
Did you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't done anything to
600.
this one yet.
600 grit finish on it, so it's kind of toothy still, but it's not. It's a nice color. I don't think this
Everyone,
one to
go
work.
sub to Brandon Thrasher. Do it.
Hey, Red Wolf, you sharpen knives, don't you, right?
I know how to sharpen knives. Yes, I fucking hate doing it. 'Cause I'm a lazy bastard, but I know how to.
What type of grit do you like on M290?
So anything above like a 58 Rockwell, I don't sharpen, so I have no idea. I've done it before in the past. Don't do it anymore. I sharpen my fixed blades, which are all either 3V or A2. And that's kind of about it. I don't know. I have carpal tunnel, some other shit. It just sucks. It's not. I don't find it fun or relaxing. I'm just over there the whole time going, ow, ow, ow.
That's my problem, man. I've had carpal tunnel. I've had issues with my wrists my whole life, and that's why I just got the precision sharp, whatever that
The
little
workshop position and just sharpen the thing?
yeah, just something that's good enough.
That's what I use for all my knives. I use it for
don't,
all my knives.
I
I
don't.
think I put a 600 grit finish on my 3V. It's still spicy. I might go down to 400 grit. Not quite sure that. I like experimenting with different grits. I know with M4 at least, I put a 400 grit finish on it, and it's really like it's way toothy. Where if I take it to cardboard, it just slices right through it. This is what I take to work now. I take this one. I use this for work mostly, and then I just use this as a backup if I need to like really do anything heavy use, which I really don't. But this one has a 400 grit too. It's pretty nice. I might go back to 600 just because, but I might be taking this to Hawaii with me, so I'm gonna see how good this indoor zone lasts in the ocean, I guess.
Yeah. I like what Shane said there. I laid my Kaiser Roach back to 12 degrees because fuck you, it's mine.
Hey, folks, join me. Sub to Brandon Thrasher.
Definitely. Go on into the garage with him.
Do it.
Jesus. I love Thrasher's channel. My mind was blown today. I just passed 300 subs. I never expected to get more than 10.
Yeah, took me a while to get here. I'm still pretty surprised I am. Just thinking about that, dude, like 2,500 people. That's a lot of fucking people. Like, I don't have that many friends. Like,
right.
That's a lot of people. Everyone's like, oh, you'll grow. It's okay. I'm like, I'm fucking cool where I'm at. Like, if I don't grow at all, I'm fine. Like, this is still crazy to me. Like,
right.
Fucking why? I'm not special.
Just up to him.
Yeah, Thrasher's got a great channel, man.
And
is that enough?
There we go.
I didn't know that. I thought it was just a bottle opener.
I'm honestly not sure. Hey there, Sugar. What up, Stacy?
Stacy.
Corey's ESC beer bomb looks cool, but would hurt the puncher more than punchy. Dude, I don't understand the point of knucks. I really
all
really
those knucks
don't.
will.
Like a brass knuckles or whatever. If you full on sock someone, you're gonna devastate your hand. They're meant for like little fast jabs. And to be fair, those jabs will fuck somebody up. But just a regular knuck by itself, even a fast jab, you're gonna fuck your hand up. Like it's just a gimmick. Like Stacy, oh yeah, hello everyone. What up, Ian? He needs one more. Do it. Somebody else join.
All right. Well, I gotta go, guys.
What's up, Javon?
Have a nice evening, y'all.
Are you out?
Yeah, if Edlobe's still live later, I'm gonna try to join back, but I gotta go eat dinner. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have a good night, man.
Yeah.
See you, man.
Well, if Edlobe's not live.
Hey, Jay Vaughn, join the stream. We need the legend.
Absolutely. I love seeing him on your Knives Live.
What's up, Thrasher?
Hey,
What's
hey.
happening, guys?
What's going on, douche?
Just more rain, and yeah, more rain.
I feel you, man. I was lucky to get out into central Washington yesterday where it was dry and snowy. It was a nice change because it's just been nothing but gray, wet, soggy rain up here.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's exactly what it's been. Gray, soggy, wet, scaffold work, bullshit. Yep. I know all about it.
Yeah.
Mr. Lamphere, what is happening over there?
What's up, brother? Not too much. Reading comments. I keep missing people. John Evans, join us. I sent you a link, brother.
I hope John can hop on.
I love that fucking
I
dude,
fucking
man.
love John, man.
Community
I would
legend.
say,
and shit. Him and his flicking and driving.
yeah. Yeah, no, he's kind of a litmus test too, right? If anyone were to tell me, I don't know, that guy's just got a weird vibe or whatever, I'd say, I don't trust your opinion there, fella. Because John Evans is a cool ass dude, man.
No,
Yeah,
I was actually telling the story in a chat a little bit ago. John was trying to buy something off of me. I don't remember what it was. It's been a while. And I made a post basically, hey, anybody familiar with this guy? I can't tag him, but here's his name. I got like 80 comments in like 10 minutes. I was like, holy fuck! I deleted the post. I'm like, this is getting crazy. My phone's getting blown up. My girl was like, who you fucking over there? Who's fucking texting you like that? Who you fucking? I'm like, oh shit! Like everyone seems to know that dude.
Oh, you were like for like a vouch or a good to go post or something like that before you guys did your trade or whatever. Yeah, no, John's a good dude.
I'm an idiot. I just sent him a link to Brandon Thrasher's YouTube instead of the link to the fucking join thing.
Hell yeah. I think he knows his way, but fucking that's cool.
Thrasher, I think they said you're at $4.99 now.
Really? I made $4.99 now. Huh?
Knocking on it.
Shit, that means I gotta do a giveaway video.
Yep, we just seen one more sub. Sub to Thrasher. Do it.
Come on, man. There's one of you out there that might not be. You got to do it.
I'm going to make a fake ass account.
If you're an asshole like I am, then sub.
Yeah. That should be 100% then.
Oh, that's cool. Jack's Lung, did you see that? All right, fuck it. I'm going to get your ass to 500 right now.
Oh, shit, man. Yep.
Y'all can talk. I'm going to go ahead and fraud Hotmail.
Oh,
I've not made an email since I was like, fuck, I don't even want to think about it. A long time. I had the same email forever.
I have too, man. My email is, I think when Gmail first came out, that's what I started.
Yeah, I literally have a Hotmail account, so.
I have it. It's a complete dormant backup one that I'll use occasionally that I think I started in high school in like 97. Dark Gravity says he's hung out with John. He's cool as fuck. Yeah.
Dude, that was super easy. You're also now at 501.
Damn.
Your email address is what the fuck? There used to be steps to that shit.
Yep. You're at 501, Thrasher. Congratulations.
Shit. Yeah, giveaway video I got to make now. God damn it.
God damn it. No, that's awesome, though, brother.
Yeah, the community is awesome, really. I mean,
douche
proof
number
right
3.
there.
I just saw that. Hey, Thrasher, so what are you carrying today, man?
Today, actually, work day for me. So, Spartan Blades Aster.
Okay.
it's an excellent work knife, man. Like it's full size, runs on washers, smooth, cuts shit. That's all I need to do.
Yep. I got a Palace and a Harsley somewhere around here.
Yeah, I tried the Talus is the button lock.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had that one. I didn't have it. DTOM Kyle sent it over to me. Check out for a while. He had one. It's pretty nice knife, really. I mean, I love the size. I love the ergos of it. It was different button lock wise for me. Like it was really smooth, but it didn't. I'm kind of used to like the ProTech Malibu, the Ferrum Forge, Mordax, and it doesn't fall like that. It's a big blade, but it doesn't quite fall like that. It's
Yeah. So one of my favorite, Javon, what's up, Javon?
Hey,
Javon.
what's up, brother?
What's going on, guys?
What's happening?
Javon, what is your
Good
EDC, sir?
evening.
I'm carrying the Arion Mini.
Ah, nice.
Yeah, that you were flipping earlier in the car today, right?
Yeah.
On the way to meetings. I
Artisan.
gotta ask, on the way to meetings, I mean, like loan shark meetings or just your standard meetings?
No, I had to drive down to Birmingham, just standard meetings with clients, digital advertising stuff.
I don't know, man. He kind of has one of those loan shark ponytails.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm doing that because when you get to a
leather
certain
jacket,
age,
that's why I had to ask.
yeah, it's just when you get to a certain age, you give zero fucks of other people's opinions of you.
No, I'm already there, brother. Trust me.
I was going to say,
Yeah.
I've been there for a
47
couple
years
years.
old. I
man.
don't give a shit what people think. Yeah.
No. So y'all doing good?
Yeah, based on those sunglasses,
Yeah.
Thrasher, it's very obvious.
Yeah, exactly.
Inside too, he's like hanging out in the garage. Got the 1980s
Gotta hang out in the garage.
rainbow
man.
shades.
Shit, yeah. Oh, yeah. Too bright. Fucking, my eyes are old, brother. They're old and wore out. I mean, yeah. Yeah, way too old.
Also had this come in today.
Ooh,
Oh, that's the
That's
Cosmo
the,
from Civivi.
the Civivi button lock.
Yeah, the little Civivi button lock.
How are you liking it?
It's a Civivi. I mean, it's exactly what you would think. I mean, it's centered. It's a good budget knife. It has a deployment mechanism, so you don't have to just button flick it.
Right.
Hadn't really broken in. And then my little snakewood, which you can't see it, but
I
this
saw
is
that.
gorgeous.
I saw you post that. The harvester. That's not the harvester. That's the. Is that the harvester?
No, this
No,
is the
no.
drifter.
Drifter. That's
Drifter,
right.
Yeah,
Drifter.
the
Yeah, I
harvester.
saw you post that earlier, man.
Warncliffe.
Yeah, the harvester is.
There it is. Yeah.
I don't know what that light.
And just so we're clear, Javon, I know all about the ponytail, brother.
That thing was hiding too.
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Hey man, let me tell you something. When I was in college, I didn't have a haircut for like 8 years. I had it down the middle of my back. I'm going for that look again. And with people at work give me a hard time, I'm like, our founding fathers wore wigs so they could have long hair. You know,
Right.
don't hit a hater.
True that. No, I shaved my head for years while I fought wildland fires, and this is the first year of being retired from wildland fires. So over the summer, I started growing it.
Yeah, mine was kind of a COVID thing, kind of about the time I got into knives again.
Yeah.
Hey, that is one good reason to shave your head, though. I used to work for Cal Fire, brother, so I know all about cutting line. That is the hardest job I've ever done in my whole fucking life. It's fun.
Oh,
It's
it's
God,
definitely.
that shit is work.
I believe if you look, it's the second hardest job in the world, technically.
doesn't surprise me.
I mean,
would-
your
I would
average
believe you.
day is 15 hours. You have to work 2 weeks straight before you get 1 day off. If you're on a crew like I was, which is type 1, you're on hotline all the time. You don't really get a whole lot of cleanup. Yeah, I ran a chainsaw for the first 4 years of fighting fires. I was a sawyer on the front, and yeah, cut 2,000 feet. You know, 2 sawyers have to be 8 foot wide, and everything from the ground as high as you can reach with your saw has to be
Yep.
cleared. So when you're picking up a steel 440 all day long like this, yeah, it hurts. It's beat up. You're beat up. And fire is just hot, man. People I mean,
It
30
is,
foot
isn't it?
flames. Yeah, 30-foot flames, you get a suntan,
Yeah.
brother. And that's no joke. The
Hey,
radiant
it's
heat will
scary
cook your
too,
ass.
man. Because whenever that wind turns, like that fire comes
Oh, yeah,
quick.
yeah.
There's a couple times it told us to drop our packs and ran, and I was gone. I'm like, I'm fucking good.
I mean, I know about wind change. I was down there in California. We managed to fire down there. That was in 2003. It was
Where
in
at?
Mendocino National Forest.
Okay.
It was called the Grindstone Complex. And yeah, me and my crew went in to prep a section. They break up the mountain in sections like Alpha, Beta, Zeta, it's like the military does. And we went in to prep a pretty much a 2 mile long dead end gravel road, but you got to cut everything away from it so we could back burn it. So the
Yep.
fire, when it got there the next, in the middle of the night, doesn't have nothing to feed on. And then across the street from us basically was a hotshot crew, and they started a back burn, but they didn't pay attention to the canopy. And the canopy went over the road into our section, and we had the 71 mile an hour Santa Ana winds blow that fire
Damn.
right into us. Yeah, it had us trapped. We ended up having to go all the way to the end of the road, and we were ready to rappel off about a 40-foot cliff when they finally they were able to get a D10 dozer in there to knock down trees so we could get out. Yeah. The
Yeah.
winds
So
there,
I
crazy.
actually started. I went to prison and then went to fire camp. And I did good there, and everybody liked me or whatever. So when I got out, they're like, "Hey, whenever you parole, just hit us up." Now, mind you, I was only working for Cal Fire for maybe 6 months or so during fire season, and then I fucked around too much, and they threw me back into the actual GP population. And I paroled a couple years after that. Hit up my fire captain. He's like, "Oh yeah, I remember you're fucking tall, lanky. Yeah, sure, come on down."
Yeah,
Good
I
job,
mean,
good money. It's really hard to have a family though. Like the hours are crazy.
yeah.
You have to live on site. Yeah.
Yep, that's what I
Yeah,
heard.
when you let's see, I think on an average, just about every summer, I probably visited at least 5 to 7 states and one country at least.
Damn.
Wow.
In
Nice.
2003, I visited 3 countries, and I was in seven states.
I
We
did
fought
California,
fire in
Oregon, and
California,
Arizona.
fought
That was
fire
it.
in Mexico, and then we flew to Peru and fought fire for 3 months in Peru. Had Thanksgiving there.
Wow.
That's crazy. Yeah, I didn't do anything like that. That sounds cool.
Yeah, once you get in for if you can get in, if you're into it, you get into a crew that is a type 1 that's always on hotline, basically a hot shot crew, but it's not state or federal ran. I mean, you're federally employed when you're on the fire, but private companies have type 1 crews as well, and yeah, they get offers all the time to go to other countries because places like Peru, for instance, they didn't have an idea how to fight a wildfire. They don't have the first clue, and they need people to train them at the same time. So that's pretty much what you're doing, and you got to be cross trained and all that in order to get that kind of level. And if you're just a wildland firefighter in the forest, they're not going to send you. You have to know how to fight real wildland fire, like forest, grass, sagebrush, the whole 9 yards. And then structural protection. You get structural protection, then you're top of the line.
Man, how different is it in Peru? Because it's a lot more humid down there, right? It's very different weather.
Yeah, it is very different weather, but the thing is, fire is fire. So basically, anytime you get a fire, it's going to get it over a 5-acre circumference, in a sense. Fire is hot enough that it creates its own weather. So it's so hot, it pulls the cold air down. That's basically just like the weather does with a cold front. So it brings cold air in to breeze. It can move any direction it wants to at that point. Wind changes just help it move direction. But a big fire can move anywhere. It can, as long as it has fuel, it's basically food. It's got oxygen. It can go any direction it wants to go. It's just whatever it determines on its own.
Okay.
So
So I have a
humidity is
question, man.
great, but it doesn't stop it. It just keeps it kind of more feeding on the ground and not so much in the treetops.
Okay. So I have a question, man. So I was stationed in Sugar Pine, which is over by Mount Shasta. And
Yeah.
we had this thing where we had basically like logs that were just hollowed out and filled with fucking spiders.
Yeah,
Does
dead
that
ones.
happen to you guys too? Because that was something we had to watch out
Yeah.
for. We just cut in
Yeah,
some places,
no,
there would just
that,
be
I've been in
thousands. It
several
was
states that happens.
crazy. Like
What a
I'm not
lot of
afraid of
people,
spiders, man. I'm afraid of that. Like I might have screamed like a couple times.
Yeah, I'm
what
good.
a lot of people don't know is like there are bugs that you will never see until you're fighting a fire. Like you've never heard of them.
Oh yeah,
You didn't know
everything's
they
coming up at
existed.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, there's a bug out there. On fire crew, we call them stump fuckers. That's they're very large flying. It's a bora beetle is what it actually is. It's got three big stingers on the back, and when I mean big, I mean like needles. And what they like to do is they like to go to fires. Fires soften the bark on trees. They lay their eggs with the needles into the tree. Roughly 36 hours, 36 to 48 hours, the babies hatch and they eat the bark. Thing of it is, if you fuck around, you can get stung by one because they're technically part of the wasp family, but they're a beetle. And if you get stung by one, it's extremely painful, and it's
Bugs are cunts.
extremely painful. And then on top of that, guess what? Your boss gets to pay for a helicopter to fly you to a fucking hospital to get two shots, one that kills the larva and one that pushes it through your bloodstream.
Oh my God.
So I never
So
dealt
it's
with
not
that.
only stinging you, it's planting its egg in you.
It's fucking infecting you, man.
Yeah, and they'll eat
That's
their
kinda
way
metal.
out.
I kinda love
That's why they
that.
got to get it killed.
I guess it is pretty badass, right?
Yeah, they got.
It's
I
like
mean,
some
they
straight
got these
horror film shit.
little tiny beetles. I've only seen them in fires, and they basically kill themselves. They want to be in the fire, like hot. So they just fly in, and they look like fireflies, but they're lighting up until they die. And I've never seen them in my entire life, but I've had like my clothes full of them.
That's interesting.
So it was actually kind of funny. So what I did, the main thing I did anyways, is they were asking people, right, is anybody afraid of heights? Anybody afraid of spiders? And I was like, I'm not afraid of heights, I'm afraid of spiders. They're okay, you're gonna go up the tree. I'm like, well, what's that mean? So they literally had me freaking climbing up the actual tree, using actual gear and everything else, and lopping off the limbs or whatever. So when it actually drops, it's not gonna fucking kill anybody, hopefully. Man, oh man, dude, I have like pretty much any spider I've ever seen since this point in my life doesn't bother me anymore because I've just seen some crazy shit. I've had my whole fucking body covered before. I've literally seen like logs that lit on fire that had like spiders buried inside of you. You could just hear like their bodies popping. Sounds like pop rocks in the log.
Yeah. Yeah, they basically had you. They had you getting rid of what we call widow makers, dead limbs that are going to fall one way or another. That if you're out there digging line, that thing can fall and kill you. So they have yeah. I've seen a lot of spiders, scorpions, rattlesnakes. I mean, all sorts of shit, man. Everything's running from it or running to it. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah, props to you guys on that, man. I couldn't do it.
No doubt.
Yeah,
I mean it's hardcore. If you're a young man and you got the energy and you love the outdoors and the woods and shit, and you want to build a little muscle, then give it a shot. Just you got to pass that pack test. It's not really that difficult. It's about 45 pounds, 3 miles. 45 minutes. So
Yep.
you do 30 miles with 45 pounds of pack in 45 minutes, you're good.
Yep. And then you got to run.
It's basically 4 miles an hour. It's kind of a fast paced walk.
Yeah.
You can't run it. They won't let you run it. You have to be, and it's basically to see if you're going to give up. Because the thing is, they can't just put people out there that volunteer because they're going to be a gung ho, and then you get on some pretty steep terrain which burns you out. You can't just stop, because if you stop, you can die, probably kill other people. So they got to make sure that you might not be the first one to the top of the hill, but you need to make it to the top of the hill. That's basically the point of the pack test.
Okay. Yeah. When we were doing our test, we had to memorize was 1823s. Then we had to do a certain amount of pull-ups. We had to run a mile in under 9 minutes or 6 minutes based on what your physical fitness level was.
Yeah.
Then we did a hike up this like big ass mountain. Or not mountain, that's being generous. Mountainish, I guess. It was in Susanville, California. And they have like kind of like a deserty hike, and then you go up this. It's basically like a little small mountain. There's nothing crazy.
Yeah.
But you go up it, look around it, and then you go back down. Then you do that twice. And if you don't quit or whatever, then you're kind of already in. And then you have to go into an actual classroom after that. They teach you all the different parameters, different call signs, everything
somewhere
else.
around like 3 days of classes, somewhere around there.
About that.
Yeah, they should. They tell you, you should have been timed on deploying a fire shelter and getting in it. Yeah, I can't remember what the timing is. I don't.
It's been a while.
30 seconds, 40 seconds, or something like that. You got to be able to deploy it, get in it, hold it down. Yeah, that's pretty standard. I mean, everybody's got to take it, and they get. And the thing is, even if you've been doing it for 10 years, you still go to the class every year. Kind of a refresher thing, just you're helping the new guys figure out. Usually, they try to put all the guys who've been doing it a long time in the same class, but then they'll ask a few in each, like your squad bosses and your crew boss, Sawyers. They'll separate them out, bring them into the new guys class, do the class with the new guys, so they got somebody to kind of answer questions. Because, I mean, I've had some shit go stupid out there, like the last 7 years I've been a squad boss, and so I haven't had to do much other than watch my guys, watch the wind changes, listen to the radio, know the GPS, where we're going. Pretty much it. Yeah. And, I've had guys like that are squad boss and they still call in for a tanker. And I'm like, what'd you just do? Well, we need water. Yeah, we need water, but we don't need it to come in from the fucking air, man. We need it down here on the ground right now. It's like, well, oh yeah, fuck, I forgot it was called a tender. Yeah, it's a tender on the ground. Tanker's a fucking plane, man. It's going to drop a whole bunch of water on us now. Yeah, I've been in so many stupid situations, but I mean,
that's some intense shit, dude.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of people would think that the name tanker sounds like, like a tanker truck, so I get it, but that's why they have classes. That's why you sit there, that's why you got to pay attention a little bit, because if you were going to man that radio, you need to know what you're fucking calling for,
Yeah, big time. It's not something you want to fuck up and forget.
Well, yeah,
oops, that's not what I meant.
You call in a tanker, which is usually an AC 130 is going to come with water. I mean, you're taking that AC 130 away from a vital spot that somebody needed somewhere else.
Yeah.
If you only needed water on the ground, so it's kind of a crucial decision when you're making those decisions. Like, you call a tender in, now the semi truck's going to come in with water, and we're going to fill up, porta tanks, or just run a hose straight off of it with a P line and spray some hot spots,
Hey, now that he said that, you really do remind me of Oliver Peck, like a whole bunch. Wow. I never thought about that, dude. You look exactly like Oh
I'll
God!
take I'll take that as a comment, man.
Hey, whatever. Shane,
Well,
That's a
Shane.
fucking legend, so that's not a bad comment.
No, it's not. That's why I said I'll take it.
You found all
But
the
I take
text
a
Maddie.
bad one too.
So are you, John? Are you covered in tattoos?
No, I'm not. You know, that's one thing that I'm not covered in at all. My daughter's designing me a sleeve. She's a graphic artist, but because that's something that I want to jump into, but I have not. I have no
Oh
ink.
man, Levon
This right here
is
is
addicted to
John
tattoos.
Evans' son, Oliver Peck.
Yeah, right there. Yeah. Oh, he does, bro. Yeah, 100%.
I need to work on the mustache.
I never thought of it until you're saying it now.
Right?
Yeah.
As soon as you mentioned that, I was
Yeah.
like, "Oh fuck, he really does too."
That's funny.
But you're gonna go for a full sleeve, huh?
I am. Keep it above my cuff.
Yeah. There goes the knife money.
Yeah.
Tattoos are
He's gonna
expensive.
start.
You know,
He's
they
gonna
are.
start-
They are. And to get the work that I want done just on one arm is expensive. But it's an investment, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh, I'm behind it 100%. I have plenty of tattoos. I'll still get them.
Yep.
Yeah, all my shit's prison though, so I didn't pay much for it. It was like $10 in commissary.
Couple packs of ramen.
Yep, 2 cases of ramen, some hot Cheetos. Like,
Yeah.
Hot Cheetos, yeah. A couple Newports.
So
Yeah,
you
I'm
had
getting-
a short on the road trip, huh, Stevie?
What's that?
You had a short on the road trip where you just gone overnight?
Yeah. It was just an overnighter for me. Drove over yesterday afternoon, stayed the night, came back today. Just a quick. I think it was about a 4-hour for me. So I do some technical training in the plumbing world for plumbing customers. So yeah, I had to get up. Man, I was on that live way too late last night, and then had to be up at the ass crack of dawn, and then be in front of, I don't know, 15-ish plumbers and be on my game. So that was a rough one. But yeah, just a quick overnighter. I will be coming up, though. I think I'm going to be doing a lot more of those rambling from the roads in this new year. I'm going to be on the road a lot. So those are fun to do, though, man. You know,
Yeah. I mean,
set up in the hotel and start going.
hey,
Yeah,
I'll
no
be
doubt.
right back. I gotta go put a roast in the oven.
No worries.
Perfect.
Yeah, I do a lot of overnights. You know, before COVID, I did, and I would love to have the ability to do something like that. You know, and now I'll watch streams when I'm in my room. You know, before COVID, I wasn't that engaged, right?
Yep.
So now it's kind of a whole new world. But yeah, I head to Orlando next week for a week for some leadership meetings, and I'm trying to think where Chris lives down there.
He's in like Tampa because I just booked I have a leadership meeting also in Fort Lauderdale next month. And so I hit up Chris and I was like, "Hey, how far are you from Fort Lauderdale?" He's like, "Dude, I'm like 3.5 hours from there."
Yeah,
So
I was gonna say that.
he said it.
He
He said if you're ever by Tampa, I'm close to Tampa. So
I was just the last trip we had before COVID. I was in St. Pete and Tampa, right there. But that was again before I was really in the game, before I even knew who Chris was.
yeah, no, I'm gonna take advantage of my opportunities with me traveling now because yeah, I never thought that it was before I was involved in the community, but I'm a territory manager and I cover Washington, Oregon, Montana, Northern Idaho, and Alaska. So pre-COVID, I'm on the road at least 2 weeks out of every month. I'm traveling to different markets throughout the those, you know, geographically I have the largest territory in my company, you know. But yeah, COVID obviously put a halt on a lot of that. So that's where actually that's how I think a lot of us, right? I was at home now, not traveling, and yes, I'm working, but now I had free time to start looking up shit, and that's how, you know, I hear that time and time and time again with, yeah, I just wasn't into it, you know, pre-COVID. again, I've always been into knives, but just wasn't into the community because I didn't have time to. And
Right.
now,
And I didn't even know it existed. You know, I just kind of
Yep.
thought I was just kind of odd and in my habits and what I like. You know, I didn't know that there was a whole community out there. Granted, I'd been to knife shows, not like Blade Show, but the local knife shows and stuff
Yeah.
like that all my life.
Yeah, when I found out what someone had to tell me what EDC was, I said, I don't know what that
Yeah,
means.
I
They said,
remember
it's
that
everyday carry. And I'm
conversation.
like, oh, yeah, I've been doing that my whole life. I just didn't know that there was an actual term and a community for it, right? You know, so
Oh,
But-
toting your shit.
yeah. I mean, yeah, I've been doing, you know, again, coming from the plumbing world, you know, I'd come home at the end of the night and pocket dumps were an absolute daily thing, you know, but normally I just take off my hat and just empty all my shit into my hat, you know, get up the next morning and, you know, so yeah, this is, again, I tell people I'm new to the EDC community, but I'm not new to EDC. I just didn't know it had a name, you know?
Right. Didn't know it was in trend.
Right. So, yeah, no, I look forward to, I mean, obviously you see on a lot of my Instagram photos, I'm always trying to take advantage of wherever I'm at, you know, and stop by and see some scenery. I can't wait to get back up to Alaska. Yeah, man, like where I was at today out in Central Washington, Leavenworth area, man.
I'll take a picture sometime.
It's so beautiful out there, but I can't wait to get up to Alaska. And when I go up to Alaska, I check a bag, so I'll actually be able to bring some knives with me. When I do quick flights, I'm not usually checking a bag, so can't bring anything sharp and pointy.
Man, that was the worst. I went to Las Vegas last month for a week for a show and couldn't. It was the first time since I'd really gotten into it that I didn't carry anything. And I went to PVK Knives and bought a Indela, carried it and took it back to him, talked to him. Yeah, and have him just ship it to me. Just so I had to have something in my pocket.
Yeah. So I'm going to be in California the first week of January for a group meeting. I'm thinking my boss lives down there. I'm thinking about shipping a couple of knives down there just so I have something down there with me and then shipping them back to myself. Because it
feels really weird not having one. I mean, I did not feel.
Yeah.
You just felt odd.
I'm going to be in the Santa Ana, Orange County-ish area.
Oh, okay. That's like 4 hours away. I ain't doing that. Never mind.
You said you're in the Stockton area, right?
Yes, sir.
Nice. The 209.
Yep.
You
about an hour away from SAC.
Okay. Is are the Diaz brothers as popular as they seem there?
Yes and no.
Yes and no.
So most people that actually live here, they remember them being fucking knuckleheads, getting their asses beat all the time and causing problems. Now they're obviously hotter shit, but yeah.
Right. Yeah, I've heard that.
As far as like owning Stockton, I don't know about all that, but like they're popular. People know who they are.
Right. Stockton, motherfucker.
Dude,
Yeah,
I
don't go that far.
I've seen Nate Diaz get his ass beat so many fucking times, right? So to be clear, we were not friends. We ran in different circles, but we went to the same parties and shit. So I would always see this little motherfucker talking shit to somebody, and he would always get his ass beat, but he would never stop talking. Like he would know what's going to come. He just didn't matter.
Right.
I've seen him fight the same guy like 8 times in one night and get smashed every single one of them. Like, bro, you're so fucking hard-headed. Like,
those are the kind of people though you don't want to fight them again.
Oh fuck no.
Went to the internet.
Yeah.
There's little Zoe Wonder Woman.
Hey, little Wonder Woman.
10:10. Sorry about that, fellas.
Oh, kid. I'm over looking at the pictures.
Don't be sorry, brother.
That's what it's all about.
I don't go that deep into California anymore. I'm all about as deep as I go is weed, and That's about it. Weed. I think. Well, Susanville might. Is Susanville in California?
Yep.
I-
Susanville is where
I go
chose
through
to be.
weed through Susanville into Reno, down to Vegas. That's my driving path.
I've only driven to NorCal, like go down through Grants Pass, through the Redwoods, pop down into Eureka, for the reasons you'd think that you'd be going down to Eureka.
Isn't it a beautiful drive
Sometimes
too? I
I go to
bet.
Red Bluff.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm not I don't have to go to California. When I originally got my job, they said I was going to have to cover California, and I wasn't real excited about that. Then they took it away and said, "You got Montana and Alaska." I said, "I'll take it."
Weed.
Yeah, I got weed magnets, stickers, all sorts of shit. No, man,
got-
the last
I
time
got some Dutch
was
tree.
there, like Southern California, I drove the Grapevine into LA. I drove from Oregon all the way to Phoenix, Arizona. So, but I drove I-5 all the way down into LA. Oh my God, that was horrible.
That got weird fast.
Yeah, why?
Yeah.
Why are you? That's
Why would you want to picture that, Michael?
Really, man.
I refuse to perpetuate the stereotype, so I've been wearing suspenders my whole life. I usually toss a shirt over just so I'm not always showing them, but yeah, I refuse to perpetuate the butt crack. But I guess that's an unintended consequence of me being on the internet now. I got some weirdo that I've never met picturing my butt crack. Thank you, sir. I'm truly honored.
But on the other hand, Michael Morgan, he likes money, so there is that. You might be able to proposition the man for a picture of the crack, but it's gonna cost you.
Hey, we can talk, man. I am a whore. I can.
Guys, I'll be right back. I gotta walk the dog out front.
Cool. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
man.
you are.
Hey, so how did you like being in Alaska?
What's that?
How do you like being in Alaska?
Man, it's if you've never been,
I've been.
It's the first time I went up there, you think of how majestic it's going to be, and then you get there and it's 10 times more majestic. $2. No. Keep it going, dude. Actually, I wouldn't even charge you guys for that. But no, I haven't gotten around to a lot like deep. I've really only spent a lot of time in Anchorage, the Valley, Kenai, Wasilla. I haven't been able to get too far into like Juneau or deep, but
it's a little different up on the northern slope.
Oh yeah, big time. But I am going to be going to Fairbanks, and I'm or not Fairbanks. Fairbanks. In February, and that's when it's supposed to be at like its worst. And I'm stoked for it, man. I'm excited to go up there and see what it's like to be 80 degrees below zero and 40 feet of snow, or I'm excited for that. But yeah, Alaska. I'm one of those dudes that would love to, once the kiddo's grown up and, me and Mrs. Wonder Woman just disappear into the Alaskan wilderness like so many people do, man. It's gorgeous up there, man. Yeah.
So I used to work for a moving company, right? And one of the jobs I had, I've had a couple in Alaska. And I'm like, I had no idea that it gets warm in Alaska. So I wore
it can.
warmest things possible, and that's all I packed while moving and doing this hard ass job. Oh my god, I was so fucking miserable. I was like, cutting off pieces of clothing, like just I wore everything like was like thermal and insulated and freaking long johns. Just went crazy, and the customers are laughing his ass off. It's like I see this shit all the time. Like,
yeah, I've been in Anchorage when it's like 95 degrees and it's miserable up there, and the horse flies are literally huge, and it's But then I've also been up there when it's some of the coldest weather I've ever been, you know. So yeah, there's a big swing, but it does get hot up there. Not often, and not for very long, but it definitely.
but 65 up there's like 80 here. It's
Yeah.
dry there. It's not wet. So
It is real dry.
yeah.
But yeah, no, I
It's
haven't.
definitely hot. And then I did it again a couple years later, and I like, okay, I'm gonna pack light, and it was freezing. I'm like, fuck, I can't win.
Was this before Google Weather was the thing? You
I'm
couldn't
just
check
an
the weather?
idiot. I just don't think things through. Like that's it. Like I don't have any excuse.
Yeah, I haven't been up there since October of 2019 was the last time I was up there. So I just committed to going up there with 3 times in the first quarter of next year. So I'll be going up there quite a bit.
Okay. Yeah, it's really pretty. That's one thing I will say. It was fucking gorgeous.
Yep.
And it's really nice to drive on because there's like fucking nobody there. Like
Yeah, the first time I went into Anchorage, like, yeah, we should probably leave an extra couple minutes early because of traffic. I said, an extra couple minutes? Like, yeah, traffic can set us back, a good 5 minutes. I said, that's not traffic, dude. That's just normal time, And yeah, their rush hour is, normal surface traffic around here. So, but yeah, like I said, man, you see what Alaska's like, and it looks, majestic mountains everywhere, and then you get there and you're like, whoa. And I'm from the Pacific Northwest, so I'm not, mountain. I can see mountains out my, on my back deck, and I'm spending all my times in the mountains. But when you're in Alaska, it's just, it just seems way more intensified. And, seeing literally within 5 minutes of being there, seeing a moose,
They
dude,
walk right
they
down
are
the street,
so
though.
fucking big.
They're
I was not
humongous.
prepared. I've seen pictures. I know what a moose is, but to see one in person, dude, I'm not gonna lie, I was terrified. I was so fucking scared. And like
Yeah,
and
honestly,
people
you
over
should
there
be
don't
terrified.
mess with them really that much. So they it came right up to my ass. I'm just like this,
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
like
but the thing is,
terrified.
You get a
Like, this
bolt
thing
to
came
charge it,
down,
it'll take
like-
you out.
yeah, you can piss one off. I mean, it's not too terribly difficult. I mean, I had like I think it was like $3,800 in damage to my car because one got an itch, got a little scratch. Decided I came out of my grandmother used to live there, and I came out of my grandmother's house. My car was parked in front, and he decided to lean against my car and scratch himself. And he tore the mirror off, fucked the whole driver's side up, broke 2 windows.
Got fucked up
fucking,
by a
I mean,
moose.
Yeah, man, literally fucking had to go to. It was in the body shop for like 2 weeks. They had to replace 2 doors, the fucking part of the hood, the front fender, the bumper.
How does the insurance look at that when it's parked in
Moose
a
insurance.
moose?
They didn't. I
Well, up
had
there,
to
you
pay
probably
for
have
that.
moose insurance.
Oh
Yeah,
man, I'll be right back.
When I told them a moose leaned up against my vehicle and did that, I don't live in Alaska, so I don't pay for that on my insurance.
Right.
That's true. And that's what they probably think. Oh yeah, you ran into something drunk. That's a likely excuse.
Right. Right.
Oh,
A
I know. I
moose,
mean,
huh?
he showed up at the house, and I like they sent an agent that was in Alaska, so because I had it done there, and I'm like, yeah, so Moose just leaned up against it and started rubbing himself, and he said, "Oh yeah, that's pretty common here. Looks like he must have had a hell of an itch because he really did some damage here."
I saw one.
Yeah, he had a hell of an itch, all right.
I saw it was a big accident from someone hitting a moose, but they actually had the moose was so big they had like a backhoe that they had to bring in, and they were putting it on like a big car trailer, to get it out of the middle of the road, and the car that hit it was just completely fucked. But yeah, I'm not used to seeing, literally we're driving by and they're, they have it strapped up and there's a moose getting, craned on a car trailer basically. But Alaska's awesome, man. I am, it is one of the perks of the job. look, traveling isn't fun. I'm sure you know, John. Living out of a suitcase, traveling hotel to hotel gets old really quick. But I do like my territory, so at least I do have some good scenery.
Yeah, that makes all the difference in the world because those are beautiful places. I mean, I cover all of Alabama. I have 5 offices that I support here. It's, I stay in nice hotels, but I'm not getting the scenery,
Right.
I'm getting good dinners and I'm working, but typically, and unless I go to these leadership meetings and stuff, it's usually just a couple of nights max,
Yeah.
each week. And most of my trips are day trips.
Yeah.
Which then you feel like you're wasting your time because I'm spending less time in meetings making money than I am on the road, but it works out.
Yeah. Yeah. No. I am to the point. I complain about my job to my friends. I'm like, yeah, I had to go out to this big dinner or that big dinner. It's like one year, I'm technically kind of in sales, although I do, a lot of technical training. The dinner, like I said, the dinners and all that stuff, it gets old after a while, man.
It does.
Been there, done that.
Yeah, well, the whole thing is you get done working, and the last thing you want to do is go team build with a bunch of people.
Right.
Take me back to my room and let me just vegetate.
Right.
And I'll see y'all in the morning. How about that?
Yep. Or, everyone just treats it as they want to just go get shit faced till, stay at the hotel bar all night, where I'm like, nah, man, I'll see you guys later.
No doubt.
Hey, Vegas is fun. I don't know what the hell you're talking about. I go there 3 or 4 times a year, and I always have a good time.
Oh, I love Vegas, man. I'm usually there in February.
Yep. I also every time go to this place called Popcorn Girl Las Vegas and leave with 20 pounds of popcorn because I have a problem.
I would say like you have a problem.
Yeah, I'd say I've never heard someone say they have a popcorn problem, but
yeah.
No, so if you go on the actual website, right, they have all these different crazy ass flavors, not just regular ass popcorn. And a lot of the crazy stuff they can't ship because it will melt or whatever. So you have to actually go there and physically get it. And crack.
Good stuff.
Actually, they have one in the airport, right? In McCarran's?
I don't believe so, unless it's something new.
They have a popcorn place in McCarran's, don't they?
I don't remember, to be honest with you, brother.
No.
But it's called Popcorn Girl Las Vegas. They were off the strip. Now they're on the strip more recently. If they have one in the airport, I have no idea.
I haven't been to Vegas.
Yeah, I don't fly.
6 or 7 years.
I
was going a lot, quite frequently, and now, I haven't been for 6 or 7 years.
I had a funny story. I was coming back, and I was going to fly into Detroit and then fly back to Nashville, and it was a red eye, so I was leaving out at 11:30. So we'd gone to the dispensary, and I'd gotten a bunch of gummies because I figured if I had a bunch of indica gummies, I'd sleep good right on the plane, and everything would be just awesome. So I didn't want to have anything in the airport, so I just ate all the gummies before I got there in my taxi, which was great. So I get in and I'm really chilled out, and I'm hanging out at the airport. And I guess because I had the Delta app on my phone, it saved me because at some point my plane got canceled, which I have no memory of, and I was diverted to a different gate. I boarded a plane, so I wake up the next morning. I'm in a terminal waiting for a plane, and I'm listening to the speaker, and I'm at fucking LaGuardia. I'm in New York. Guys, I'm thinking, how the fuck did I get here? Is this a hangover story? Is this something that I've gotten on the wrong plane? And then I walked up to the booth because I'm the only person there. It's 5 o'clock in the morning, and the Delta lady comes up, and I walk up kind of looking a little flipped out, and I go, "Excuse me, I think I'm supposed to be in Detroit." And she's like, "Your plane got diverted. You're in the right place." And I was like, okay, this is even scarier than I thought it was.
That's fucking awesome.
Man, the probably one of the highest I've ever been is on an airplane. So both literally and figuratively, taking some just pure THC capsules It was like
fuck.
it was something ridiculous. Like I don't know. These things were like 500 milligrams.
Yeah.
So up in Washington for the longest time, the medical stuff before it was recreational, the medical stuff. I mean, you know, being in California, the medical grade stuff was ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous. I mean, you know, but yeah, having a, you know, I like going deep like that every once in a while, where you get to the panic level, like, oh shit, I don't know if I'm ever gonna be sober again, you know, and you just keep getting, you know, but yeah, I love dosing up like that before a flight, man. But yeah, I've had some
PDC Oz.
I've had some close call panic attacks midair on some THC. I mean, hey, if you take the right dose of THC, it's a psychedelic experience, man.
Absolutely.
No,
And I love,
I've done it, bro. I've been there.
You
I
know,
love psychedelic experiences. I think flying on mushrooms was one of the most enjoyable flights I've ever had.
yeah,
Man,
Yep.
dude, the last time I did mushrooms, man, I watched that fucking Scooby Doo movie, and that shit was crazy.
man. There's nothing funner than taking a, you know, handful of cabenzis and just being out in the wilderness, man. You know, I mean, you can see over my shoulder there. You know, I got Terrence McKenna and
Yep.
I love your
like,
McKenna quotes.
yeah, man. He's been one of the most influential human beings in my life. I discovered him years and years and years and years ago, man. And I don't indulge in the. That's why, you know, I kind of consider myself more of a former psychedelic adventurer. I don't do it as much anymore. One of the last big trips that I did was like 2 months before my daughter was born, and yeah, that's a too long of a story to tell. But yeah, man, where I grew up in where I'm at here in Washington was one of the largest God, what are they called? I forget the exact name of. They're not cabenzis. They are Liberty Caps.
Liberty Cats, yeah.
Largest psilocybin Liberty patch in not just the country, but in the world. And
Damn.
that was 5 miles from me in high school.
Oh,
And we would
wow.
literally walk out to this place. We would meet people from all over the world, from Denmark, from, you know, all over Europe. But you could walk out into this field, and an hour later, literally just have bags and bags. Like, so the law was, if you put them in baggies and the cops stopped you, they'd get you for possession. But if you put them in like a
Paper
container,
bag.
you know, like a
Yeah.
Tupperware container, they wouldn't mess with us. And the farmer didn't care. The farmer let us out there. But we would literally get pounds and pounds and pounds and go brew, make just big old batches of shroom tea, toss them in honey, you know, let them leach out into the honey, and then, you know, for
Have infused honey.
oh yeah. I mean, we would have the shroom tea, and then we would sweeten it with the shroom honey, and whew, yeah, those are some of the funnest times of my life, man. Me and my buddies just on, you know, but yeah, I've fun times on some mushrooms, man. For people that haven't, I highly recommend it.
Shrimp protein.
It changed the first, my first experience changed. I used to be a big dove hunter, duck hunter. And after I had like a spiritual experience to where I just no longer wanted to hammer down on animals. It was a weird thing like that. My dad didn't understand it. And it was just, you know, if I didn't eat them, I wasn't going to, you know, just go out and shoot them. I'll shoot skeet. I'll shoot cans, but I wasn't going to shoot doves. And it was all because of that. You know, I did 63 dead shows in the 80s and 90s. So there's not a whole much that I haven't done.
Right.
But what's been interesting to me is reading about and researching and experimenting with microdosing.
Microdose, absolutely, man.
I mean, it doesn't even change your consciousness per se, but it gives you some of that intense color.
The Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of benefits to microdosing, man. Just that's why a
Yeah,
lot
you
of
can
it is
start
also
turning
starting to
muscle
be
true.
legalized now.
Yeah.
In
Weight
parts of
true,
but like the work that MAPS has done, the multi what is MAPS? Multidisciplinary Association for Psychedelic Studies, run by
Yep.
Rick Doblin. The research that they've been doing with psilocybin microdosing and even MDMA, ecstasy and
Yeah.
microdoses, it's the treatment for PTSD and everything that they've done with veterans and whatnot.
It's non-disputable. I mean, the way that
Right.
they've been able to do some of the trials that they've done in Colorado specifically, it's really undisputable with depression, PTSD,
Yep.
and then you go back to the way that people have used ayahuasca and ibogaine. I mean,
Ibogaine.
yeah, it's there's a lot to be said for things that we don't understand. And there's a
Yep.
lot that we don't understand.
Or shit, but I mean, it definitely, like you said, change your perception on things. It definitely shaped my outlook on things, after, experiencing them for so long. All my psychedelic studies or, that I've done, personally, for the better. I mean, it made me, people say everybody should try it. I don't know if it's for everybody, but I know how I've benefited from it and learned from the experience as I've gotten older and being able to look back on those experiences and realizing that, being able to take a lot more away from them years and years and years later, so
That's very accurate. That there's so much that you can remember from those experiences that you can
yeah.
continue to learn from. That it's almost like you're given knowledge in a way, or given some kind of perception.
Yep. So yeah, I mean, I think I would, most of my experimentation I was early or, mid teens to early 20s was the bulk of that. And I was just doing it because it was a fun thing to do. Right.
Sure.
But then again, as I got into, that's how I discovered Terrence McKenna. But then starting to, learn, reading stuff from him, his brother Dennis McKenna, Tim Leary, even, some of the great psychedelic scholars of our time. Looking back on my experiences and how it's hard for me to articulate, but you realize that I start going back and processing it, and it's been really a life changing, experience for me. And it's I take it away as a positive, and
Me too.
I don't. Yeah, it's not. I mean, shit. It's not like I was doing crack, right? Where you're just um, no benefit from it other than the actual high. I don't care what, I'm a proponent of legalize everything. I don't care. It's your body. You do what you want. But I do think that there is benefits. That's, again, started out doing it just because it was a fun time. And then how it's changed my life. Now that I'm a 42-year-old adult looking back on it, I'm glad I'm a better person for it, in my opinion.
Yeah, agree.
So the only thing I'll say is that I've been doing stuff like that since I was maybe like 11 or 12. And I still do it now. And I have certain friends that have tripped so hard they never came back.
Yeah,
They just did too much, and they're just not right in the head.
Sure.
There's actually one living about a block from my house right now. It camps outside a methadone clinic.
Yeah.
Was way smarter than I was. Like it just hit him bad, and that was it. A couple other people, last I checked, were actually in an asylum, or constantly getting 5150 over some crazy ass shit. Like, I think as long as you're smart about it, it's okay.
I was going to say
I mean, I've done a lot, and I'm fucking fine for the most part.
Well, because
it's being
that's not the drug, that's not the drug's fault.
Different.
That's the individual. Because definitely anything can be abused, right? I agree with you. I mean, there's a guy here in town, Dave from the Grave, we call him. that's been wandering the streets for years, just fried out of his mind from all the dirty acid he did 30 years ago, and he's you can tell he's one of those cases as well. So yeah, you can definitely there's the guys that fuck up the the good name and go too far with it, but again, that's not
there's
the drug
some people that just aren't stable already. Like they're not, they seem fine and shit, but they just can't handle it, man. I mean, honestly, there's some people that shouldn't.
Well, and I mean, if it wasn't that, right? But I mean, if it's not a drug, they're going to be addicted to gambling, or they're going to be addicted to something else.
Yeah,
so
possibly.
So
but I mean,
unfortunately,
human willpower is pretty amazing. Trust me. I mean,
yep.
If you set your mind to it, you really set it as something that you want, then you'll achieve it. You know what I mean? Like, so I mean, I know some people that hardcore drug addicts, hardcore alcoholics. Life was pretty much done for them, and they've crawling out of the gutter and achieved more than I have in my life probably already. I mean, like it's just certain people, like certain people shouldn't do psychedelic drugs, man. They seem normal and they do them and you lose them forever. You know what I mean? I got a couple friends that, literally, they didn't come back. Like they're not gonna come back. They're done.
No, we've all lost a lot, and I'm thankful that when I got clean, it was probably 7-8 years ago, because I was eating a Hinder every other day. But now there's so much that, with fake pills and with fentanyl and everything, I don't know if I'd survive still.
Right.
I mean, I've lost people that I know that are kids of friends of mine who, fake Xanax, that kids aren't trying to die, and these are 20-year-old kids.
Right. I could literally probably run down right now a good dozen or so people that I went to high school with that, the pill epidemic and fentanyl and all that took them early,
Yeah.
Fortunately for me,
I lost my brother-in-law in 2006 just because of pain meds, basically.
That's nasty stuff, man. Luckily for me, outside of the world of psychedelics, I've never dabbled, so
I've tried pretty much everything I could get my hands on. I was cool with most things. Meth almost stole my soul from me, so I had to get off of that clean. I thought heroin was the most uncomfortable, unpleasant shit in my fucking life. I don't understand why people like that drug. Like I smoked it. Someone's like, "Oh no, you have to just snort it." So I did trying to light with that. Oh, I got to shoot it. And then I shot it, and like they all feel different, to be fair, but like they're all just. I fucking hated that drug, dude. I'm like, okay, tried it. Don't ever want to do this again. Fuck this feeling. Not my thing.
I smoked opium hash once. That's the closest I ever got to it.
Opium will fuck you up.
Yeah, we used to get opium on tour all the time. Looked like purple bubble gum.
Yeah, the opium hash was the craziest stuff. Because we didn't know that it was, so we weren't treating it as such, And then when we were all, zombies for the next, however long, nodding in and out, like, oh no, that's not what that was. Like, oh, thanks for telling us.
Yeah, that's how I was with the OxyContin, but man, I was all over that OxyContin. But man, when I would take that shit, it's like I could sit on a couch and my beer would be like next to me on the floor, and I couldn't reach it because I was just fucking too fucked up, man. That shit fucked me up. I liked it though.
It was the worst. It was the only thing, because I've, like Kyle said, there's nothing that I haven't tried and been able to, what I felt like, control. But that got on me to where I had a monkey on my back for, a good 8 years, where literally I had to participate. I never lost a job, but I had to function with it. I couldn't function without it. So I was literally a
Yeah.
prisoner to it.
Damn.
Yeah.
So I was glad to go through my family thought I had the flu for like 30 days, and it was just
Yeah.
fucking hell. I'll never forget it. And I think it'll be a big deterrent for keeping me from ever going back that route. But I don't think I slept through the night for 90 days without waking up with my legs not feeling just restless
Right.
as fuck and just horrible.
Yeah, it's rough, man.
1 second. Gotta check the roast.
But yeah, no, for me with mushrooms though, it's become I'm obsessed, man. I'm just now not just with taking them, but just just learning about mushrooms and how they communicate, and the way they take over the forest. I don't know if you guys see my my weekly post. I always do the Malice in Wonderland.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
With
No,
my
we
wee malice
see it,
next
brother.
to there's so many mushrooms out here that I swear I think they know how obsessed I am with them, because I just find mushrooms everywhere I go, man. Yeah, it's one of my favorite parts. That's one part of the reasons why I go out, just foraging for mushrooms, man. See the crazy species I can find out here, because they're endless and they're everywhere. Not right now. We got our first frost, so they're not around as much right now. But late spring into late fall, it's mushroom galore up here in the Pacific Northwest.
I mean, all your pictures are gorgeous. Like I said, I'm going to show up at your door one day and you're going to be like, what the hell are you doing here?
I know we talked about that, man. I'm down. Michael Morgan, check out Paul Stamen, Stevie. He's here. He's from the Pacific Northwest. He's here in Washington. I'm absolutely aware of Paul Stamens, and he's doing a lecture up here in January. That's not too far from me that I'm going to be going. But yeah, I'm very well of Paul Stamens. He tells a story about Paul Stamens has an awesome story that he tells about being out of his skull on some cabenzis out in the middle of nowhere in a lightning storm, and he climbed up this tree thinking it was a good idea, and just if you Google search
which
Paul
is not
Stamens
a good
storm
idea.
story.
Lightning storm.
I know, but he tells this story, man, that's just awesome. But he's another great psychedelic mind of our time.
Hey, so I have a question, and I don't know what it's called, so I'm going to describe it to you the best I can. It's a drug. It's a poison. It's in a literal house plant. You can find it. It's like a hanging ivy type of plant. It produces little bulbs that fucking just they're supposed to kill you, but if you measure the amount, they just get you really, really fucking high for
Belladonna?
like days straight. They're
That's what it is. Yeah.
Ginseng?
I don't remember what it's called, man.
Oh man, it's on the tip of my tongue. I know what you're talking about, though.
Okay. Have you ever done that?
No.
Because I did that with like a dozen people at a party, and me and 3 others, only people that ever came back.
Yeah.
Everybody else is just permanently fucked in really crazy ways. A lot
Is
of them
it
actually became violent.
Is that it? Yeah.
What?
It sounds like belladonna seeds.
Let me try to find it on Google.
I think so.
Oh yeah. Michael Morgan, he lost his stutter because of it. Yep. You know the story. Yeah, belladonna seeds.
I don't think that's it. It's a weird ass name.
I just ate 2 carne asada burritos, so it's very
Jimson weed.
Yeah, he's gonna be feeling that.
Southeast.
You're gonna be feeling that, Matt. Could we feel that shit?
And it's allegedly horrible.
Yeah, allegedly.
Yeah, I've never tried it. I mean,
Oh,
I've
okay.
heard people that have literally, like, it's the type of thing that you would never want, kind of like salvia. You'd never want to go out on it.
Yeah, man, that's one thing I wanted to try. I was just too scared to try. I heard
It's fun.
I've heard the story. Do you guys know who Ari Shafir is?
Mm-hmm.
The comedian. The story that he tells, where I mean, it was a 30-second in real time 30-second experience for him, but he did it and lived an entire lifetime, like during those 30 seconds, like he was gone, he was somewhere else, and like grew up with people and lived an entire life, and like as he was coming back out of it was sad because he knew he was leaving these people. And then,
Hey, Brittany.
and then 30 seconds later, he was,
He did at
so
Michelle
that's
Perry, the fucking,
man,
like,
that's
weird-ass
crazy.
bulb houseplant shit.
It is
I
the
can't
most
find it
bizarre.
anywhere. Let me know, please.
I thought because I was a veteran of the psychic wars when my buddy was telling me about it because it was legal and it was a 10-time infused. And he said, just lay on the couch, because he was sitting, right? So I took a couple of, like, I think 3 pulls off a bong of it and then just laid back and closed my eyes. And I swear to God, I was in a picture above his fireplace with the people in the It seemed like it could have been 15 hours.
Yeah.
And when I finally got back and was ready to walk down the hall to go to the bathroom, it had been like 4 minutes.
Yep.
And afterwards, I never did it again. It wasn't something, because like I said, it wasn't what I would consider pleasurable, but I spent months researching it.
Yeah.
Reading about it, because to me, it was so unbelievable.
Yeah. I've heard, similar to your experience, like I said, the Ari Shafir was just one thing, but yeah, I've heard time and time again that, and it sounds fun. I've never, well, like you said, I've heard people say it was an experience, not necessarily a pleasurable experience, though.
I would not say pleasurable. I would just say pushing you
just
to
intense,
the edge.
right?
Very much, and again, I allegedly didn't move, laid there still, but I didn't feel like I was at ease during any of it.
Right.
Not even close. And then I kept thinking, what would you do? Because we talked about it afterwards. Could you imagine trying to go to a concert and enjoy something like that? Because one thing that's fascinated me that I read a lot about, I don't know if y'all have read The Spirit Molecule, but
DMT, The Spirit Molecule.
Yeah. Have y'all read that?
Yeah.
I'm fascinated
That's another
by
fun
that.
ass trip.
I've never tried it.
I actually chickened out, man. We went through the steps to procure it, and at the last minute I decided not to. I don't know why, I just didn't. But yeah, man, I mean, that's where they put you right in the center of who knows what,
Machine of land.
Yeah.
What's bizarre
so
to me
the plant is called Datura.
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 Okay.
I was gonna bug the shit out of me. I messaged my friend Brittany, my friend Tyler. I was just blowing everybody up. Somebody finally got back to me.
How did y'all consume it? Was it little seeds out of the plant?
It was little pods.
Little pods.
Yeah.
Wow.
And,
yeah, the motion.
I've done a lot of hallucinogenics in my life. I think DMT hit a little harder, but that shit lasted a long time, like days and days. I just kind of wanted to be over
in a fog.
Like I thought it was just never going to end. To be honest with you, I started getting kind of scared, and then it started to fade. For me, anyway. Some other people did like the same amount I did, just never came back down. So, yeah, I've done that one time my whole fucking life. One time is enough. I'm good.
Yeah.
Like I'm good. It was a cool trip though. I'm not gonna lie. Like the first couple of days I was having fun. And after a while there, I'm like,
there is
time to pump the brakes.
Yeah, a little bit.
There that is the downside when you when it starts going too long, whatever you're on, when it starts going too long, you're like, if I could do anything to just make this go away, I loved it. Now just please stop. Been there plenty of times, man.
I've had that conversation.
Yeah.
In college, I tried to drink myself sober with tequila, which was a huge mistake. I ended up in the backyard.
I'm trying to drink myself sober, not with tequila, but yeah, I've tried.
Y'all know what kudzu is? That stuff that just grows. That
Yeah.
Overcovers fences and shit.
Yep.
So I'm laying in the backyard in kudzu, tripping nuts, so I can't pass out. Projectile vomiting tequila. And I've got Ben, the black lab, who was my roommate's dog, laying out there with me, looking at me like, you poor son of a bitch. I'm not going to leave your side. This just looks horrible. And so somehow I never moved. I swear when I woke up the next morning, the kudzu had started to cover me because it grows so fast. It was like on my arm. But I woke up and it was just like, oh, my God. I've never been able to even smell tequila since then.
Yeah.
But that was like the only way I'm going to make this stop is to get into this tequila, and it didn't work. You cannot drink yourself off of
No.
I've literally tried to drink myself sober.
I was young and foolish. I didn't know better.
Yeah, exactly. Yep, young and foolish. Yep.
But I learned it's kind of like putting your hand on that hot stove. I was like,
right. Won't do that again. Right.
Nope.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh.
Yeah, when I was a kid, cocaine was the thing. Everybody was doing cocaine, and I fucking hated it. I hated it because all it did was make my goddamn teeth numb. Made me stay awake and made my teeth numb. Fuck that shit, man. Like I was.
The only redeeming quality was that soothing feeling going down the back of your throat. It's just one of those things that I can still kind of relish that numbness where you can't really talk, but you're just jibber jabbering anyway.
Yeah.
My roommate when I was 18 OD'd on coke. So
oh my God,
that was a big. I should backtrack. He didn't die.
But still, what a horrible, scary, paranoid.
And 5 years later, he did in front of me again. But that was my deterrent. I saw someone actually, I would have probably, and then I saw what it did to him. I was like, I'm gonna pump the brakes.
I never, man. We did a lot of cocaine
for
back
what?
in the 80s.
The yayo.
On that shit.
Oh yeah.
Devil's dandruff.
Yep.
Not a fan. Mostly because I hate the fucking drain feeling. That shit just bothers me.
Ooh, that's my favorite part.
Yeah, he was just saying you missed it. That's his favorite part.
Good. I do it.
I hated
for like
the fact
10
my
minutes
teeth
and
were
it drains
fucking
for like 20 minutes down the back of my throat. And I'm like, this is not fun to me. I'm cool.
Well, hey, gentlemen, it's approaching 8 o'clock for me here. I know it's even later for some of you guys, but I gotta get ready for some stuff I'm doing with the kiddo tomorrow morning. So
shit.
All right, well, I hopped on for like a 10-minute long stream to record something, and now we're at 3 hours. So
yeah, no, I appreciate the invite, man. So,
me too, man. I'm glad I found you guys. I just happened to be clicking around.
Yeah,
for sure.
It's always fun for me. So
yeah, man.
I mean, I watch the shit out of Kyle's videos. His drunk fucking buying knives. It's the fucking best. I'm telling you.
It's the best thing on the internet.
I love it. Absolutely.
Now I'll tell you, he's getting competition with John's driving videos. Have y'all watched his?
I just watched it.
Yeah, man.
The Dashing Diaries or whatever you got.
Dashboard Diaries.
Yeah, Dashboard. Yeah.
I told him to make a new fucking channel, man. I'm Dash on the streets with John. Fucking
dude.
I loved watching that. So
yeah, man. I just ready for
I have no idea what you guys are talking about. Somebody send me a link.
I'll send you a link.
Yeah. John.
Grateful Panic, man.
Grateful Panic started. His last upload was just him. As he's out DoorDash driving. And just
talking shit.
Just hilarious commentary from John, man. Talking
the
to
first
himself.
Night didn't he join us? Weren't we in a live with fucking?
You guys did a live one time when he hopped on.
Yeah. Oh, you weren't in that?
No, I wasn't on that one, but
Okay,
yeah,
I
he-
watched
that was
that.
a-
That was entertaining as all get out.
That
As
was,
he
yeah.
goes through
man, I was
drive-thrus.
laughing my ass off, man. John, he's coming up behind you. He's running
So-
upstairs to deliver food. Some guy's fucking going up behind him. He can hear us because he's got his wireless fucking earphone.
I hear you, Marcos.
but anywho, gentlemen, appreciate it, and I'm sure I'll be talking to you guys again soon sometime.
Yeah,
Love all you
man.
guys.
Sure, man.
All
I'm
right,
out
appreciate
too.
it. Later,
All right,
everybody.
everybody.
Have a good night.
Later.
Yep.
Night, guys.
Later, guys.
I love all you fuckers. Have a good night.
You too, brother.